Yeah. Cause look, Yeezy Sound got Beyonce. So that's probably Q-Tip. Some Q-Tip and someone, I don't know. Saha, Ye, Tony Williams, the Clips. Who's KC? Oh,
Casey Pluto. So Kanye's manager now, Boo. That's Akon's brother, and he discovered Casey Pluto and started bringing him around while Boo was with Kanye and all that.
man, let me see this nigga. Is he
His
fire?
music is it's okay. Like it's
Oh, I know this kid. That was the kid that was in what you call it? Yeah, that nigga's ass. Yeah, that nigga. I'm sorry.
It's not my cup of tea.
I'm sorry, man. I'm a what you call it? I'm an Aries. I'm always in competition with other shit like that. His ass. I'll just be sitting there thinking like, yo, like if he can do it, nigga, if that nigga Casey Pluto can be out there, Chloe Hotline could definitely be on fucking Yeezy. Nigga, Chloe Hotline could be the creative director of Yeezy Sound if that nigga.
Like I know somebody big out there is listening to my shit somewhere. They just afraid to admit it at this point.
No, it's happening, bro. Like,
that's why, like, I commend Vince Staples for working with what's her name, Sophie, and always like praising her to the highest regard.
Look,
you know,
if Sophie did more rap shit, oh my god,
yeah.
If she did more rap shit, come on, like,
it's crazy, bro.
Like fucking like her production style was just so crazy. Like,
we live?
Like, just imagine if somebody like Moneybagg Yo or some shit co-opted that sound. Oh
wait, speaking of Moneybagg Yo, did you hear the Moneybagg Yo Pharrell song?
I heard both of them.
Them bitches fire.
The one with the Kodak sample. I just stand the project. I just stand the project.
I mean, what was the other one? The other one was that Certified Neptune or something like that.
Yeah.
That nigga, bro.
My little brother hit me and said Moneybagg Yo album is amazing. I was like, gosh. I was like, you were just
crazy.
He's turning into a Kanye stan right now. He's 15 years old.
Oh, that's the perfect age. Because before 15, I was fucking with Ye. But by the time Yeezus that came out, I was a full-blown internet warrior for Kanye West. Like,
how old was I? I think I was like 16, I think, when that shit came out.
Kanye was always my favorite rapper growing up. But then it was like, I got older and I was like, yo, this nigga really is it. Like, I'm on the website every day. This nigga fits is crazy. Like,
he would have an empty website and then just drop like just some random shit in there, and people you wouldn't know if it was merch, an album, a single. Like, it was just,
You remember this
how the Good Fridays rollout was?
Like, oh yeah,
that was a download link on his site.
You remember the shitty good music merch?
Oh yeah.
Sachee. I'm definitely not the creator of KTT. I'm a guy that used KTT to its fullest of my fullest ability so far. I've been able to use this website to
my most, like, because I never use it, the most I ever seen from it was just using it to find like zip links for shit, or like I would see like the forums if I googled like the zip file for an album, I'd be like, oh shit, all right, shout out to Kanye to the
You get banned for that shit now. Shit. The mods do not be playing.
They don't play around. KTT2 is, but it's cool though. It's cool.
Like a lot of shit, a lot of like hate speech type of stuff used to fly on KTT1, and I'm glad like S&M like put a crackdown on that shit, because when
it was crazy though. They banned nigga before cack.
Oh.
They banned nigga before cack. I was like, what?
When I first got on, like, because KTT1, I used to lurk a lot. I was young at the time. When KTT2 came out, that's when I really started like being on that shit every single day. And people used to really be coming for me, and like, yeah, that shit slowed down now though. Fuck them niggas.
Bro, I'm telling you, I graduate. I'm a smart dude. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not smart. I got ADHD and shit. I'd be fucking bouncing off the walls and shit. But intellectually, nigga, I can excel in school. I graduated with like a 2.8. Nigga, My 10th grade year, I failed like 2 classes. I was just on KTT all day. I was like, yo, this is it. I don't care about what's going on in school anymore. I don't care about like education, all that shit. Like, I want to learn about this type of stuff. And like, nigga, that shit low key paid off, nigga. Like for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been like a part of like I've been on the internet like hunting for music, literally my whole life. And like, I used to get clowned and shit in 4th grade because I'd be trying to talk about albums, and then they just like, the fuck are you talking about? But that shit's paying off now.
That shit, with me from my high school days, like I didn't have a phone and shit. So from like 9th grade to 11th grade, I had an iPod Touch. But there used to be those albums on the iOS store that on the App Store that you could download music for free off of Safari, like off of a web browser.
Mm-hmm.
But the free ones, you could only download like 15 songs. So my shit would be like 3 songs and all zipped, like 12 zip files for albums.
Yeah.
That was the best way to get it. So every day would be a new album. I just remember having like the old Long Live ASAP leak around like November or some shit, like months before it came out. I would just get different hip hop albums a day just so I like way before streaming. Like this was like 2011 to like 13 and shit like that.
I remember right before streaming hit, and I think I was like one of the like first 100 people to download Uzi vs. the World off Dat Piff. 7th grade Halloween. Yeah, I was turned up to that shit.
I feel like I remember playing Money Longer to people, and they just weren't fucking with it.
Right.
Like they was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like I remember playing Young Zanho by Playboy Cardi to people, and they'd be like, what emo shit is this?
I'll never forget the day that song clicked. I was in because I liked Cardi before. Like I didn't like him as much. And one day I was in a car. This was all before Self-Titled came out. So this was during that time where I didn't even know if Cardi was gonna make it because he didn't have Broke Boy on iTunes. But I started smoking weed. And I was in like a hot box in my car, and like we had got to like 3rd blunt. I just remember like Young Zanho came on, and I remember I just like when that shit started, and I looked at the fucking title, like on like like on the dash where it shows the name of the song, and that's when it said, "Damn, son, where to find this?" I was like, "Whoa,
that's like that's I had that same kind of moment, but I was in the shed with the homies. We had like this stupid shed where we were playing like 2K14. Like we had the Xbox 360 playing 2K14 and shit. I remember I had a shuffle on YouTube. You know when they make those like AMVs of like those songs and shit? Like it'd be like anime music videos of like Xavier Wolf songs and shit. Mm-hmm. I was on that type of shit back then. So I remember hearing it, and then everybody that was fucking with me heard the PS2 sample, and they were like, we was all high as hell, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I be fucking with. I tried to push y'all onto this, and then weeks later, I hear them playing that shit.
This is me.
Like summer of 2015, I feel.
I was always like an Awful Records fan. Like,
oh yeah, I was a super Awful Records fan.
The new McConan is sick though.
Look at Wrist was such a Look at Wrist is just outerworldly.
Once I found out that McConan was an Aries, I was like, yo, like bro, I low-key was obsessed with McConan when I was in school. Like, I loved his music so much because it was just so fucking weird. Like, nigga, Sarah? Put that shit in the fucking Smithsonian. Nigga. No, bro. What was that song that he had in the documentary that they did on Noisy? And he was like,
two heads on a cigarello.
Stop. Nigga. They don't know about that. That nigga was different, bro. And it's just like, I have this suspicion, I think that like the reason why Drake fucked up is because of what he did to McConan. If he would have kept McConan around, I think that the energies and what McConan's creativity could have brought to Drake's music would have brought him to a whole new level in terms of like artistry. And
he replaced him for Party Next Door.
No, Party was always there. It's just the thing about Party is that he was never necessarily a star to begin with. Party Next Door really, he is a star in terms of his talent, but in terms of his personality, bro. Name 2 Party Next Door interviews.
Oh, and I thought you were gonna say sorry, but interviews, nah, I can't even.
I know he has one on Zane Lowe or some shit like that. And like, bro, he barely like he's not that type of person to be in that limelight. But I think McConan was. McConan definitely was. He was ready.
When you were saying like when you found out McConan was an Aries, how I felt when I found out Side Baby was a Pisces. I was like, okay, this shit.
No, it's so funny, bro, because it's like, because I be fucking with all the Pisces artists. I'm a Pisces rising or whatever, right? So like I got a lot of Pisces placements in my chart. So like a nigga like, bro, if I found out Tyler, no, you know who's the most mob nigga? Danny Brown's a Pisces Leo, nigga. He's a Pisces, bro. The shit different.
Look, Tyler, Erykah Badu, Chad Hugo, Side Baby, Danny Brown, fucking,
and they all have like their unique personality. It's when you think about all those names and shit.
I fucking love Dan Brown so much, bro. Like, it makes sense.
My bad, not to cut you off.
Oh, no,
he got I know he got actually let me intro the pod. Struggle for Success episode 39. We here at Nico Still Apex. Banks is producing, he said. We here with Jamal at Jamal Juicebox, at Chloe Hotline, shout out Chloe, and we here with the URLian, Mr. Made in the URL, Christopher Chance, aka Sachee.
What's good,
we usually start combos before we intro, so if y'all want to get back to the Saw Baby shit, to relate to what y'all was saying about Saw Baby, how you feel about Whole Lot of Red is how I feel about Barnacles.
Yeah, Barnacles is crazy.
I feel like I float when I hear that shit.
Think about A Whole Lot of Red, and this is something that I've been like burning to get off of my chest. I haven't really done like a podcast like this in a minute. Whole Lot of Red, in my opinion, is the best rap album released in years in terms of impact, influence, actual subject matter, and like actual like quality of the project. It's like unheard of to drop a 24-track project and it's flawless. No, that's some Biggie shit, nigga. Like, and also his last album was so fucking good, and the fact that he topped it, if not even like went twice as crazy, like he was not supposed to do this. It like statistically, it didn't make like most of the time when somebody gets to this point when they've been doing so good, like they fall off. But it's like, bro, he completely transformed, and now he got grown ass men out here fucking not taking care of their kids because they want to wear leather pants, bro.
And he didn't look bad at all, bro. He didn't look cringy at all, man. In that video, he looked like he was killing that shit.
It's bro, like it's party is like, bro, it's him.
When somebody, oh my bad. When somebody like when you know somebody's like their true self, like they're expressing their true self, like it just feels natural.
No,
like,
for real. When you hear Rockstar Made is the first song, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting yourself into. Like, when you got the location was Cardi arriving to the rap game, right? Die Lit, you know what I mean? Where he had where he had what's the name of it? First damn.
The first song on Die Lit, isn't it something time?
Long time, right? Long time is like, damn, I really made it. Like, okay, I'm Die Lit. I mean, a Whole Lot of Red. Whole Lot of Red was like, yo, it don't matter, nigga, I need more.
Like it feels like, yeah, I'm here. Nobody's touching my shit.
What's next? Like, bro,
he's telling y'all he a rock star off the rip.
And the thing about it is that most of the time when you have a long album, the second half usually isn't as better. The second half of Whole Lot of Red is really what made it, in my opinion, a perfect album. It's like it didn't fall off; it only got better. The way he structured this album, bro, it takes a little intermission kind of in the middle, and then once you get to like Control, then like the breakup part of that album comes out, and it's like, yo, like I love you, I hate you. Over fucking what you call it, Place, Sky, like
Place and Sky are probably my favorites.
Wherever he is performing for the first time for this album, I will be there. I don't care what's happening.
I need to see him do Meh, not at Meh, but Meh live. That's probably my favorite song.
What is it? I can't tell you.
My gripe with this album is I didn't need no features on it. I didn't need no features. Every feature on it, I took off of my Apple Music.
What?
And it just flowed perfectly, though. But it flowed perfectly after that.
No, for real. It's like, bro. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like Kanye should have put the new verse on it. I feel like Kid Cudi's verse was solid, but it dragged on for a little bit too long.
It dragged on too much. But it's like, I feel like with these features, I think Future was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah. Future went crazy.
Future never misses. But it's like, bro, if you think of the 3 features that are on this album, Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Future, it's like, they're not really features. These are more like acknowledgement. It's like, yo, like, these are gods, titans at this point. Like, Kanye West executively produced this album. Like, I don't know. I like this song. The brief song. I mean, he said the case song. Brief, don't bring your briefcase. Like,
actually, nah. I didn't take off T-Next. T-Next is ridiculous. I'm bugging. T-Next. And seeing all those memes of that shit is hilarious. Every time I go back to it, I've only listened to it probably like 8 times in full. I'd probably say tops. It's gotten better to me. The first time I heard it, I was drunk, so I feel like that just didn't count.
Mm-hmm.
But it
just keep getting better for me. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I was working on like my debut project, and once I heard a whole lot of Red, I was like, oh yeah, like scrap like a lot of this shit. Like, not in the sense I'm trying to replicate Cardi, but it's like, bro, there's a bar that has been set. There is a bar. It's like, yo, no one else out here is living their raps like Cardi. No one, like, like, bro, this nigga is like, he figured it out. He created a new archetype. He did all types of shit with this album. Like, I don't think that there has been a rap album or an artist that has hit that. When's the last time an album came out and everybody was dressing like the nigga that dropped the album, bro? It's been a very long time since this has happened, bro.
He got literally Cardi has Atlanta street niggas dressing like him.
On the fucking, and then he got the kids in the middle of nowhere dressing like him too. So it's like, bro, you see these pictures of these kids in like a tennis court with some crazy Cardi fit on. It's like,
I'm trying to think of an album, and the only one I can think of, the closest is probably like Wayne shit. I'm Not a Human Being. Like, bro, people started going on like the skater shit after that. I could see that, but I can't see anything else in the middle of that shit. You know?
I'm saying,
I feel like when Chief Keef started to burst on the scene, a lot of people start to wear the Nike windbreakers, the Trues, everybody
finally rich.
Yeah. No, Chief Keef was the last artist to do that, and that's the crazy thing about Cardi, because Cardi is to Chief Keef what Thug is to Gucci Man. He's literally the continuation of Chief Keef. Like, the way that they rap, all this, like, bro, if you listen to early Cardi, it's just Chief Keef. It's like a zesty Keef. Like,
it's like an Atlanta Keef.
Yeah, it just like if Keef was because bro, everybody know when you first started hearing trap music, you thought drill music, you thought them niggas was from Atlanta. Like, bro,
I know. Whoa.
And beef sound like
which drill music are you talking about?
When
Chicago drill came out, that was at first it wasn't distinguishable from trap music to me.
I feel like it was super distinguishable to me because the lingo was just so different, like thought or op. Like, motherfuckers in Atlanta was not talking like that. And the beats were a little bit more complex than just like the typical like early Metro or Zay was going on. Like Young Top and DJ L were putting whole symphonies on beats with
for real.
Like, that's what distinguished it for me. Like, it was the slightly different sound and the lingo was different.
This is true.
It kind of made, and honestly, that whole era made everybody want to be from Chicago.
No, for real. It was like, because that's really what it was that Atlanta was running the game at that point. It was like from 2010 up, Atlanta was just running shit, right?
Yeah.
Then you start Chicago starts like really getting big again, and then it goes back to Atlanta. I mean, no, excuse me, not back to Atlanta. Then it starts to go to Florida. Atlanta the entire time is still really overall the king. But it's like
I feel like from 12 to 14, New York had a part in it. Between that, it wasn't a good part. Like, it wasn't a.
You talking about like that Bobby Anaconda era, like when
I'm talking about like the pro era Flatbush, like
Yeah, you right, because Rocky and them was doing shit. Beast Coast era. You right.
But then that ended up getting played out quick and then growing
the thing
into
is that Beast Coast didn't outlast Odd Future. That's really what it was, bro. It was Beast Coast against Odd Future, essentially, bro. Because Odd Future was so big that it was like
people were trying to play that shit.
And then them niggas was beefing. If y'all don't remember that, he was like, "Oh, them niggas pick boogers. We drink 40s." And that's best friends and shit like that.
Joey Badass was on that MTV show when Odd Future was on it.
And they was roasting that
nigga on a Skype call with all them.
And he was in school, bro.
Classic interview.
Joey Badass was in school, bro. Like
on Apple headphones with a headphone splitter.
Because that's the thing that people forget about Joey Badass. Like, unfortunately, I think musically he kind of got stunted in the sense that like he was so good in the beginning. Like 1999 was one of the most important. That was the best mixtape of 2012, bro. That was like that. He had it, bro. He was 16 years old, rapping on MF Doom beats, fucking going nuts, rapping like Nas. And niggas was like, "Yo, he the new Nas." And then he had that in his head. I think everybody had these expectations for him and shit. But
I
say lyrically it's the best mixtape from that year, but I think Back from the Dead has it beat by like an inch.
Oh no,
that was 2011 though, right?
No.
1999 and Back from the Dead dropped the same year. I think 1999 came out in the summer and Back from the Dead dropped in March 2012.
Oh, all right. I thought it was like late 2011. My fault. I thought it was like December, November, some shit like that.
Bro, that.
I feel like Capital Steez was ghostwriting for Joey.
Yeah.
In some form. Or like sparking in some kind of way.
They work off of each other. I mean, like that's how you do when you with your niggas. Like, your boy may say something, and like you may say some shit, like you know, he may be biting.
Yeah, I don't mean full on writing raps, but like he gave I heard some like unreleased like weird snippet where like Capital C says like I'm still in the basement or some shit like that, or I could find it. That shit is like
sound like a creepypasta.
It's eerie. It's eerie as fuck. He's like, all my homies out here making it, and I'm still in the basement or some shit. It just sounded dark as fuck. It was like a 15-second snippet from like a song. I'm pretty sure he was ghostwriting for Dime a Dozen. I know that's solidified. But Joey, what was his last shit? All American Badass. He had the Joey feature. J. Cole feature on there.
I did not listen to that.
I still haven't heard that album.
That came out the same day my son was born, and I was listening to Future shit instead and Tunnel Vision.
As you should have.
Yeah, Tunnel Vision dropping the day my son was born was a time.
Yeah, that was bro,
Mask off.
Yo, amazing.
Yeah, that shit was different.
And
now
it had the crazy intro music.
Mm-hmm. But Sachee, I peeped the website. Bro, that's definitely a cool website you got, bro. I haven't seen an interactive website that I really like can just sat on for more than like 5 minutes that I'm not like shopping on or anything or reading just one article. Like, I was actually on it looking through all this shit, like seeing the talking the URL, seeing the blogs and shit like that, you know. I went through the music, all the like singles and the drafts and shit you had. Really good stuff, you know.
Thank you. That was the biggest goal. It was like, I feel like I talk about it all the time. I was the most inspired by that Nick Knight Kanye West documentary. That was the most invigorating thing I think I've ever seen when it comes to like digital landscape creation. It's like that's what I'm calling it now. It's not website creating anymore. Digital landscape creation. Because it's like, bro, at the end of the day, if you go on Essence right now and you want to go get some clothes or some shit like that, it's literally just all there, just sitting there. Like it just looks like a fucking like it just looks boring as fuck. It's like
they just use like white backgrounds.
I see most merch sites I see are just one page. Like it's literally just one page with all the limited shit they got. You know?
And it's like I feel like when I was a kid, the internet was so cool because it was like there wasn't like my debut single was called Internet Cowboy, right? So I consider myself an internet cowboy in the wild, wild web. I grew up on the internet with there was a time when there was no rules, you know, like everything wasn't just written out for you. It wasn't like just so like straight to the point. You kind of had to figure shit out, you know what I mean? So like that's why on main URL I don't really give too much direction. I just want you to do like what you did. Just go on that motherfucker, explore, find shit. Like because I feel like the tool of discovery, you know what I mean, using that to actually like, you know, play with people's minds. That's what I'm doing. It's like, bro, I want you to actually feel like you did something when you came on the site, other than just click on a t-shirt, look at, you know what I mean, like how much it is. Like if you go into the shop, you see it, like, bro, I'm very transparent. I said, bro, buy this, I'm broke. Like you a bitch if you don't call. Like, you know what I mean?
Like I actually sat there and read the words spinning by. Like I had to read that shit. That shit's attention grabbing. Then you scroll down and you see the little video clips, and then you see the shit in the background playing, bro. I'm like, yeah, this is, and then it's not just like you have the shit about you, and then you got the shit about your homies also. They can link all their shit, you know.
You know, it's like I want to eventually make this a social media platform in which like your profile is just your homepage, and it's like
it was giving me MySpace vibes, bro.
Yeah,
I was fucking with it. Bro.
Really, I feel like what it is like, I know this looks super laggy on here, and it's like the worst possible representation. But I promise you, if you go onto this website with your phone, laptop, or anything, it'll be smooth.
Yep.
But yeah, so basically, what the site is for me is like, I feel like as a person, I have a lot of things that I do. I have this clothing brand, Sugar. I also have made the URL, like, you know, with URL in that clothing brand. I have this website, which is supposed to be basically the Odd Future MTV of our generation. I'm trying to do all this other type of shit, but it's like I needed the platform, the place to do all this shit. And that's what MadeInURL.com is. It's the home of all of my like creative endeavors. And it's also a place for you to go and see all my, like, when you go to this website, you see the people that are working on this. Everybody has their own page. And when you go in there, you can figure out what they do, all of the stuff that they want to link. It's just like it's a cool site. So for right now, I have the homepage of the website set to, you know, the Sugar shit. You can see the commercial. If you click any of the items, it will direct you to Sugar's website to where you can purchase the pieces. It's just like, bro, it's like, you remember when Ye just put Tyler's video up on his website? You know what I mean? Like, this is my billboard. So it's like, I'm dropping the podcast in seasons because I think that just makes the most sense for me. I don't like doing it one at a time. Like so I'm gonna drop them like 4 or 5, 8 at a time. It all depends. But like, I'm currently in production of the second one, so I got like some really good ones coming up. I'm trying to do more in person. We obviously had the legend grace our podcast in the first few episodes. Chloe Hotline the Queen.
Episode 3.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's, you know, I'm just trying to basically, I invest in relationships and people. I think that, you know what I mean? Like, that's more important than what all this other shit that people are doing right now. It's like, if I believe in you, if I think that you have the courage or you have the power to be like who you really think that you can be, it's like, bro, I'm going to put whatever you like, bro, what do you need? You want to use a website? You want to put a video on here? You want to do this? You want to do that? Like, because it's like, I believe in motherfuckers. I'm a believer in early recognition. You know what I mean? Certain people won't be able to keep it moving if you don't got a nigga like me yelling at you in your ear, telling you you're the greatest person alive. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's all
that one, I forgot which tab it was, but it brought me to like literally a little paragraph that said it was like, it was basically what you said, like about like you or you and shit like that. I forgot which tab it was. But
yeah, it was like I forgot which one that is. It's like I think it's like, yeah, I think it's blog. You click the blog section of the blog.
Yeah, and I looked through it. I looked through it on my phone. Through it on my phone. It was still clean. All the graphics in the background and shit was cool. I was able to move shit around. I was like, what the fuck? That shit was cool. Like, it's, you know, interactive. You got the single right there. Go stream the Internet Cowboy.
Yes, please. Like, if you grew up on, like, this is kind of like just a love letter to like OVO, the blog, you know what I mean, Kanye University. Like, those are like the places I grew up on. Those are the places that like I really became the person I am today. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just trying to essentially make that new version of that. You know, the Discord we got is kind of like a mini KTT. It's kind of crazy. Like, so you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to basically like, you know, Adam 22, there's no reason why Adam 22 should be what Adam 22 is. There's no reason. There's no reason. And the reason why is because niggas didn't realize the culture that they was cultivating, they was creating, they was doing. They should have took control of it before somebody else did. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that when it's 2025, you coming on Made in URL instead of Lyrical Lemonade or some shit like that. Like when you come where people actually know this culture and not going to exploit these artists. You know what I mean? That they get in interviews and they try to get them to fucking say some crazy shit and make them look crazy with sound. Like, no, nigga, like, it's for artists about artists. You know what I mean? On some FUBU shit. But, like, you know, I just want to be a platform for everybody. Like, nigga, it's cool. I can get my time to shine later on. I don't really give a fuck, nigga. I will know that I have the superpower to sell anything. I can sell a motherfucking homeless man a house, nigga. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, that was a really stupid one. I should have done that one. But you get what I'm saying, right? Embracing human error. That's our tagline. It's just like, bro, it's like, I hate grammar. I hate structure. I hate rules. So main URL is just like, dude, you just do what you want. You express what you want. If you have an article you want to write, we can just post in the article section. Boom, we got a new op-ed. Like, if you have a YouTube series that you want to do, we can put it on our YouTube channel. Like, it's just like, imagine like the YMCA, but like online. You know what I mean? Like,
it feels like it's like a public library, but not as corny. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
like you can chill there. I mean, I'm not like fully comparing it, but like, you know, if there's kids there, you know, they're fucking with each other. Like, it's like an experience, you know?
No, for real. Like, I go in that Discord. There's people talking in the Discord every day. Like, we almost got 100 people in the Discord. Like, that shit is mind blowing to me that we've already created a community of people that want to contribute, want to be URLians. They want to be a part of this movement. And it's because, like, bro, we just selling the real. None of this shit is fake, nigga. I'm putting in the description, bro, I need this money right now, nigga. I'm broke. This is why I'm making cool ass designs. I'm trying to figure out how to get rich, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, Tyler was he was pouring out them designs because he knew the more I design, the more these motherfuckers gonna buy, and the more money I have, the more cool shit I can do, and the more I can make good art and just bring happiness to the world. It's like, niggas don't get mad at Kanye West for being a billionaire because they know that he made all his money off of bringing fucking amazing contributions to the culture. That nigga became rich off of making people happy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm the third generation of this shit. It's Kanye, Travis, and now it's our generation. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, I'm trying to be that person that can like really lead this motherfucker to the promised land, bro. Like, we can all coexist and all be gods. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that with the fashion, who was the first person to strike you and make you have interest in it?
Kanye West.
Kanye? Okay.
I mean, like, bro, like, I knew about Cameron, but it's like, bro, Kanye was the first nigga that was really talking about it. Like, when I would watch a video, oh no, excuse me. Let me really take this back. Pharrell is the first person.
Yeah.
Pharrell is the first person because I was asking my mom when I was like 5 years old, could I get ice creams? I didn't even know what they looked like. But like, when I was really knowing shit, yeah, it was Kanye. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I was studying outfits. Like, you can go look up threads of mine on KTT of me, like, trying to replicate. Like, I ended up perfectly replicating these pair of denim that this nigga had. Like, we were weird. We would go on the fucking website and go in like with the photos of Kanye West thread and post all the outfits and be like breaking down the outfits and the stacks and locating where everything is from. Like, that nigga was 100% the biggest influence fashion wise to me ever. Like, he just was, as arrogant and cocky as I am, like, I related to him. He dressed like that. That's how he dressed arrogant and cocky, and he know he's the god. And that's what I identify with. I'm a fucking narcissist.
Yeah, I remember I was watching some shit. Jim Jones was talking like Kanye didn't slim down the jeans. I slimmed down the jeans. Kanye slimmed down the jeans and made it look cool. He wasn't wearing Ed Hardy shirts.
Okay, wait. Before we keep going, there is 100% truth to what Jim Jones is saying. Let me explain this to you.
I'm saying though, he ain't do it like how Kanye did it though.
He didn't do it like how Kanye did, but you got to realize, right? When I was in school or when I was growing up, Kanye was weird. Kanye wasn't normal. Everything that he was doing was extremely weird. The thing about Dipset is that they fell into this really good gray area between, like, you know, too skinny and then too baggy. So when they started doing all that rock star shit, I can't lie, bro. They were more influential at the time than Kanye and Pharrell. The thing about Kanye and Pharrell is that they had the lifetime legacy. The difference between them is that like Dipset is more the throwback Thursday, whereas Kanye, when you throwback Thursday, it's the fit you wearing right now. It's just like, in terms of what the streets was more receptive to, the streets was because Dipset was just like, bro, it's Skull Gang, nigga. Jim was even on the Vamp shit before Cardi.
Yeah, that is true. He had the Vamp Life Soda.
Vamp Life shit was crazy.
Bro, Jim is one of the best dressed rappers of all time. It's just like,
I had a bedazzled Vamp Life shirt.
Like you gotta go watch those videos, bro. He was different. He was different. The way he was doing the shit was different.
Sachee, like I'm a little bit younger than you, so by the time I got into music, like for real, like 2008, Dipset was.
It was done.
That era was
no. I didn't expect you to eat because, bro, for a nigga like me, like the only reason why I knew about this shit is I had older cousins that was just like really always talking about music with me. Like I heard Canon when it came out, not because I looked it up, it was because my cousin was bumping that shit. She was like,
bro, that's like my first experience. Like my dad used to go to his boy's house so they could like smoke his shit or whatever, but his kids were like a couple years older than me. I remember them playing Def Jam on GameCube and hearing Overnight Celebrity for the first time. I'm like, bro, this is even as like 9, 8 years old, like that shit was earth shattering to me. This shit sounds so good, bro. They replayed that. They must have had it on a CD or something because they just kept replaying that shit. It was like while they was playing, bro.
That was like I think the first hip hop song I heard that really captured me. Like I feel like when I was a kid, I got CDs and my mom gave me like my first CD ever was Justified. So like I had that, Thriller, and like probably like Nellyville or some shit. But when I was like 5 or 6, I remember I was sitting in the back of my dad's car and we were in like the Bronx driving, and like I heard Down and Out for the first time, and then after that they played Through the Wire. They played that back to back. I just remember sitting there like, what the fuck? Yeah, Justified is a masterpiece.
Justified is
let's talk about that. We can get into that in a little bit. But Kanye, overall, yes. Pharrell, bro, I'm an Aries from Virginia. You know I love Pharrell. We chinky eye motherfucker. Like, you know I love Pharrell. He's like archetype for me. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, in terms of that mind, bro, the reason why I'm so confident, just like, it's like, bro, Kanye, bro, he taught you how to believe in yourself, nigga.
That's why I'm so confident in my music and my artistic ability, because he was the first. He was literally the first artist I got into. When I was 5, that was 808s and Heartbreaks era. That's like that shit blew my head off, quite literally. Like
I bet it did, nigga.
the original RoboCop.
Okay. Let's talk about the original RoboCop because I didn't hear the regular version of RoboCop for years because I had the other version of RoboCop. Yeah, Banks. That was crazy. That was crazy. I heard 5. I was like, yo.
5.
I've been paying attention to music for.
It's funny though, bro, because this nigga, bro, Chloe not lying. Chloe been on, bro. We done been on the Eric podcast for so long, and like, how old was you when you was first on them shits? Like straight shit, like
14, 15, 2017, 2018.
And you would get on the pod, like speaking on the podcast, like, yo, what's up?
Wait, it wasn't as Chloe though, right?
15 years old. I mean, I'm
15 years old.
That was back when my name was
Aurora Lennox.
Aurora Lennox. Aurora Lennox is different.
I had to change my name. I changed my name because Ari Lennox was starting to blow up, and people would see her and be like, "Oh, is that?" I'm like, no.
So look, let me ask you a question. I'm trying to
Great
think.
name.
I remember the first time I saw your music under Chloe Hotline. The way you posted this shit on KTT and the way the video was on your Instagram, I was like, is she signed? Is she an industry player? I was like, what the fuck? Like,
that's how I
notice.
That's how I felt when I first heard that Friction snippet. I was like, God damn.
You know
I was like, this is the first song I'm gonna hear from Chloe. Sheesh. And then the Big Tippin' after that, the Big Tippin' remix. Oh my! I was like, yeah, forget about it. I was like, yeah.
A lot of people don't give me my credit for that. I put
the fit in that video. The fit in that video is fire.
So about the fit in that video, I was wearing. hold on. Where's that fucking fitted at? I was wearing my black. Hold on. I'll be right back.
The whole outfit she had in that video was
I was
fire.
wearing my
She had
fucking
the
black
jacket, the
Cincinnati
glasses.
Reds fitted. Some old ass Coach glasses that came from my mom and my uncle's old big ass Echo coat, like some 2000s Mark Echo shit.
It felt like you was trying to channel the Big Pimpin' video.
I was
like some OG shit. Like that's
because people don't expect somebody my age to know about music at all. Like they don't know people. They don't like it's people older than me that don't know the history of this shit. But like when I say I love music, like I love music, like live, breathe, eat, sleep that shit.
I love God.
That's why my brother's been asking me to get on the podcast for like a couple of weeks. I might invite him in a little so we could like pick his young brain, but he got a solid vinyl collection already. Like he got a solid vinyl, and that's how he's been learning about albums, not even through the streaming era.
That's good though.
Like
that's
he just
good.
been my stepdad gave him a Technique 1200 and just I'm pretty sure I swear it is a Technique 1200 and he just rocking with that shit. Like with mad vinyls.
Yes. I want one of those so bad because like I've been into the idea of I mean, like, bro, I got a crazy vinyl collection at this point. Over like 2 years of like collecting, like I've done a lot. Like, I'm trying to get into sampling though, and like I don't know, I've been watching Rhythm Roulette too much, and I'll be like, bro, I want like, nigga, I got like I ended up getting a Newmark. I got this fucking Newmark 12. Like, you see that stupid son of a bitch? It doesn't fucking work. I bought it off of this bitch ass nigga on Craigslist, and the direct drive stopped working. Which sucks, but I want to get one so I can be, you know what I mean, on my Premiere shit. I don't know. I think sampling and scratches and stuff. Like I'm very into scratches. Like I believe that scratches should come back. Also, saxophone should come back.
Damn, saxophone should come back.
Let's bring them both. You know, like but scratches though. Like I don't know. Like I like as much. I mean, I like new production and all that stuff, but like. I really do love like old boom bap rap, like the way that those like Premiere beats were different, bro. It's just like I want that art form to be brought back in the sense where it's like mainstream.
I love going back to that Pete Rock album. It was like Underground Classics Volume 1.
Oh
like
yeah.
The cover has Mans with the Afro on it. Classic. I love that album.
Within, like,
it was he had a couple of shits back then. I know one of Pete Rock and CL Smooth's album was definitely one of my favorite albums of the 90s. I think it was the Main Ingredient. Yeah, between that.
Vinyl.
You know how we look, we know how we rocking. That's the first one because it's all alphabetical right now. You know I got that.
Oh, that's fire.
No, I got that twin. I got a bunch.
My homie tried to my fault. My homie tried to put me on the Aphex Twin in like 2017 when I was going.
Bro, you should have listened to that nigga.
I should have. Now he's like this stocks guy now. So maybe Aphex.
That do make sense. That's the only type of music you can listen to when you're looking at charts because you're trying not to sell and that shit just beep boop boop boop.
He told me he used to listen to that shit on heroin.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, but he was clean when he got to because we had this technical school together. He was clean when we got to the school. He was a couple years older than me, but yeah, he said he used to tighten his arm and just bump the Aphex.
I bet that shit sound amazing off heroin.
And listen to vinyls, damn.
Yo,
bro, if you listen to fucking 4 off heroin, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, every time like. One of the times, like this is my favorite album cover of all time. I think this is the best shit ever. This is
what is that,
bro? It's Richard D. James, nigga. That's the name of the album, Richard D. James.
I see his memes all over Twitter. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Bro, it's Richard D. James, bro. It's Richard D. James, man. Like,
what genre is it?
Bro, it's electronic music.
Oh, it's electronica.
Yeah.
Before I intro low, bro. There was this one album that I could only hear on YouTube. The artist was like XXYYXX or some shit like
Yeah.
that. That one album.
Album's crazy.
That shit was a trip. I don't remember what it was called, but
That was
I know
like that 2011.
y'all know. I know
That
y'all
2011,
know.
2012. Ooh, that was a time.
That first track off the album was just mind blowing.
That guy
We can
disappeared.
We can get into it though. We can really get into the records, like let's not.
Oh nah.
Come on.
Banks is already flaming you. What's good, Justin? This is
You
my
already
little
know.
brother. This is
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Look, Green, yo, bro. I heard something that you got a crazy turntable.
Yeah,
What turntable you got, bro? Tell me this shit, man.
it is an iron IGT USB, something like that.
Oh,
You
so
can hook it up
are
to
you
computer.
Are you sure it's not like the
Ooh. Oh no! Wait, it's a new mark.
I'll show you guys it. It's like this.
he just read his model number.
Oh, this nigga guy. He got the new mark. That shit look clean as a bitch.
That shit is old. That shit was in our attic for like at least 18 years.
No,
That's fire, though.
my old one was in there, but Pete gave us a new one.
Oh,
'cause
where's the
other
old
broke.
one? Where's the old one?
It's in the shed now.
Oh, I think that's the technique. I think that's
Yo,
the
that
technique.
one you need to sell that for parts.
I think that's the
Yeah.
technique.
Yeah,
My dad
you-
used to be a DJ, so he has hella multiple turntables.
Oh, that's fucking. Oh, you set. You set. That's fine.
Yeah,
and I have
um,
hella vinyls. I have like 30 plus vinyls.
His
Mhm.
dad's a little older. He's a Puerto Rican, born in the Bronx. Well, born in Puerto Rico, and then moved to the Bronx when he was 7. He was growing up around like like Bronx gang shit and all that.
My dad was from South Bronx. Like my dad's like almost 60 at this point. So like
They probably
grew up-
shot dice together.
Yeah, his stepdad's like 61.
Yo,
Yeah.
they
60.
probably have, bro.
Yo, they probably shot dice.
No, because like, bro, like every time he describe his childhood, it just sound like the Get Down, that shit on Netflix.
Yeah, that show is so fire.
Yeah,
that show
bro,
is
that's
so
literally
fire.
what it was.
Yeah.
I wish they kept that shit going. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Yo, how you gonna
Yeah.
be on the cliffhanger?
The first part was good. The second part kind of really dragged.
It was good, but Shamik Moore was wilding a little bit. Oh wait, no, that was before he was.
You know what it was, bro? Shamik just needed a bigger bag. That's really what it was, bro. He probably was acting out on that bitch. He needed to get a bigger bag. He just did Spider-Man. That nigga was feeling himself.
He was wilding, bro. He said Rosa Parks should have took an Uber, bro. He
Yo,
was wilding. You don't remember
That's
that?
fucked
Twitter
up.
tried to get him out of here for that shit.
nah, he crazy for that one, but no,
Yeah.
records is. I think that is cool though, like because records are like the most important. I think when it comes to music, growing up, I downloaded discographies at a time through like torrents and shit like that. You know what I mean? And that's cool. You go on Genius and you look up the liner notes and shit, but it's nothing like actually having a record and you sitting there listening to it. You can read the liner notes. You can see who did everything like that. Like, and you had this physical, tangible item that is a representation of your music taste. Like, there's nothing more attractive to a woman than a fire vinyl collection. And you're like,
That's how I feel about CDs. Like, I haven't gotten to the vinyl shit, but like, I'm trying to get a really, really, really good CD collection. Like,
yeah.
Nothing was better than that old ass Windows Media Player, that little visual screen. You just stare at that shit for mad long.
The thing about CDs, I like CDs, and I feel like CDs is definitely gonna have its time in the next 5 or 10 years in terms of like collectible. It's just like, bro, it's mainly the audio quality. It's like, bro, this is a whole. Oh, wait, you like that, right? You like that, right? Hold on.
I don't even want to open this out the plastic. I like CDs more than vinyl. So
I got that. I got that on vinyl right now, but it's in my shed.
Man.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you right now, I got JPEG Mafia, J Dilla, J Electronica, nigga. We can get crazy. Like,
You have a written testimony
of course.
on vinyl.
I just don't got the white one. I'm pissed I didn't get the white one.
That was the best album of 2020.
The only rare one I have is Graduation. But that's it. I have
You got you got a Graduation vinyl?
Yeah, I'll bring it out.
You got you got the good bootleg, bro. That could go for a lot of money because there was never. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
There was never.
And they got the bonus tracks. It's fire.
Oh, it got Bittersweet on that bitch.
Yeah, it got Bittersweet. It has Can't Tell Me Nothing with Jeezy. It has Good Night with Mos Def.
Most
a
definitely.
stronger remix. Whatever.
It's he grew up in the Yazin Bay era, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yazin Bay era. Look, oh no, this was an essential comp. This right here is the ultimate album to just throw on. Like, you put this album on any day that you have is gonna turn into an adventure.
What was that?
It's called Mordecai. It's called Mordecai by Krungbin.
Oh,
Crazy.
Yeah, no, I never heard of that.
Never
But
heard
nah,
of it.
vinyls are just like, bro, it's like the audio quality is phenomenal. You know what I mean? You get you a good speaker setup, you really doing something.
We got new speakers too. It's crazy.
Ooh.
It's like really beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So,
when you listening to it in that quality.
What's your favorite, Justin? What's your favorite vinyl out of your collection?
I feel like the sentimental ones. Like I pre-ordered Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon.
Real?
Yeah, and that's like because like pop. I got Igor. That was one of my first.
Hey.
Igor is crazy.
And After Hours.
Oh, you got After Hours?
Yeah, The Weeknd's my favorite artist.
Bruh, you listen to sex music at 15. That's
Yo,
crazy.
this nigga cool. This nigga, Nico, bro, your little bro cool, man. This nigga got the good
I have
bro.
After Hours, House of Balloons, and Thursday.
Oh, so who gave you all those bootlegs, bro? Those are not like.
There was for my birthday. My dad took me to a vinyl place like near us, and they just had They had Cherry Bomb. They had The Life of Pablo. But they were so much money, and they were out of stock. And Graduation was really
bro. Because those records never like House of Balloons is finally about to get an official pressing, but it's like Tuesday. You got a really crazy. See, you know what to do.
I know.
The only vinyl I'm getting is a Makami album. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Listen to the weirdest stuff of all time,
bro. What? Makami's weird. Makami's legend.
Yo, Makami like beer, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. It's just like an acquired taste. It's like beer. When you were a kid listening to shit like listening to shit like Griselda. Imagine if you fucking 15 years old, niggas trying to play Griselda around you, bro.
Yeah, I like. I really like Benny the Butcher and West Side Gun, and like no one listens to them. Like the Plugs I Met too is definitely album of the year so far for me.
Real nigga, nigga.
But that's different.
Yeah,
mine's definitely my fault. Mine's definitely the Czarface and MF Doom right now.
The Madlib album was okay, but it's really like
I bought that shit.
Madlib?
What are you talking about? The one before
the Sound Ancestors, something like that. Yeah,
that one was a good it was a good heat check. You know what I mean? Like he got some good beats on there. That's something that you just have on vinyl, just throw on like.
So Justin, you ready for that Madlib and Logic?
No, I hate Logic so much.
I can't believe that's
yes.
I hate Logic so much. He pisses me off.
I'm so hurt that shit is happening, bro.
So
he retired for 2 months.
So you about to show us your Tory Lanez vinyls?
Nah,
let's get to the nitty gritty.
No, I got this one vinyl of Tory Lanez, and that's not even a bad album.
Which one?
His Memories Don't Die. I'm gonna get his first one his first album on vinyl. That's no question.
I was looking for this for like ever. It's not online anywhere, and when I was in Atlanta, I found a special edition of it. This is the most essential vinyl ever.
Lil B, I'm gay.
No, this nigga funny as fuck. It's okay. No, it's okay.
Great album.
Yeah.
Great Lil B album. Great album.
Little B, this is the version of the album. Basically, he copied this cover and he made it like look like that type of style. But this is Marvin Gaye, I Want You. But you funny as hell for that because most kids wouldn't even fucking known about that shit. Niggas forgot about that Gay album, bro. He had some bangers on that.
Because Anthony Fantano gave it a 0, and I listened in it and it wasn't even that bad.
Bro, that shit.
Anthony Fantano you can't trust him as a good source.
That nigga racist.
I feel like he don't
dating
like
a black girl.
Like
he has a black
like hip
hop.
hop.
No, it don't. That don't. Yeah, it's more like he covering it. It's more like he really getting in his bag now because he got the black girl. Like he's like, yo, because like this is the thing, bro. A lot of niggas don't know this shit, right? So back
it's
in like
more so she's into him. It's more so
he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. If he give Yeezus a 5, he know what he's doing.
And his favorite song, his favorite song of the decade was "The Black of the Berry," or that was top 3.
Like that's why I know that nigga ain't living in the real world. Like, bro, no one was bumping that shit, bro. Like that shit. That was a song that came out, and it was cool. And you listened to it, and you appreciate it. Nobody riding down the block
Yeah, that's
listening.
not
to
one of the first bumps on D-pad.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like Justin. Oh no, keep going, Chloe. My fault.
People always bring this up, but he gave Lil Pump a higher score than My Beautiful
Yes,
Dark
he gave him a
Twisted
7.
Fantasy.
And he gave Swimming a 3.
Don't you have that album on vinyl, Lil Pump's album?
I have Horror Dropout, but I got that for their lows, honestly. And I love it. And I love it.
Bro, some of the
Bro, he said he got college dropout. He got the Lil Pump album for the lows.
It was like $5. It was $5.
Oh, you gotta get that.
Because I got a Roddy Rich one, and they just have it for $5.
Yo,
I do like Stripper Name. I do like.
My boy got me a Kids See Ghost vinyl for my birthday.
I have that too.
You got the pink one?
No, I had the regular one.
See that? I got the pink. You got me the pink one, bro. It's see-through. It looked crazy, bro.
I hated that album.
Cause Nick, you
really
that shit had one good song on it.
Out of all albums to hate, you hate the most perfect album, nigga.
Yeah, you really do.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He hit me with the text the other day. Yeezus is better than Late Registration.
And I still stand by that.
Okay, look. Let me explain this to you, right? Let me explain this to you. How you are both right. You're right in your own way. Mm-hmm. But this is how you say this to older people, right? Older niggas are not gonna want to hear that shit. They go back, "Oh, you a dumbass kid." When in reality, equally as amazing as albums. They are. It's that you're gonna feel Yeezus more because you grew up more in Yeezus.
Yeah.
For Late Registration because Late Registration was that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, but most Kanye albums were before my time, really.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it was like
exactly. He didn't have to walk to Target to go pick that up and tell me he was also a predicate felon. He didn't have to go walk and pick that shit up.
I'm on your side. I like this more than Late Registration. But it's just like, I know in my mind, though, why Late Registration is revered like that, why people love it so much. And it's just like, I move with that. You know what I mean? Like, I know that if I say that Yeezus is better than Late Registration, I'm about to get shot.
And I like Late Registration. I give it a 9 out of 10 album. I think Yeezus is like one of the best, like the best risk-taking albums of all time that work.
Yeah. I like Yeezus better than Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Tripping, unbelievable.
Fantasy is like, that album is just like, it's one of those things where it's just like, bro, like, it's kind of like,
it's
a 73 and 11. It's a 73 and 11. I mean, was it 73 and 11 Bulls? Yeah, like, or something like that. Whatever that Bulls team was.
72 and 10.
73 and 9, I think.
No, 73 and 9 is Warriors. That's the Warriors. It's 72 and 10.
When I say it's better, I don't say it's by a lot, because Dark Twisted, the only dud on Dark Twisted Fantasy to me is All of the Lights. But that's only because it was played everywhere.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You gotta recognize, though, All of the Lights, bro. No, All of the Lights. Cardi's music wouldn't sound like that right now.
There's like 23 people on that song.
Bro,
and
but
and they all did good with it.
That's the thing.
They all do good.
It's like
that was an example where he started using voices as instruments. He recognized that voices can be instruments. They all on there, but they're all playing basically a symphony of voices. And that trickles down into Cardi essentially being a human instrument on his first 2 albums. Yeah. Like he wasn't he blended with the beat. Ye really was doing something. It's just that All of the Lights was played everywhere. But it's like, bruh.
Like Power, too.
Nigga, 30 years later, you know what I mean? Like, when somebody hears My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy with no context at all, they gonna shit themselves. That and Graduation.
And
Graduation is the other Ye album.
Ross's verse on the end of
Devil in the New Dress.
Yeah.
Right after the Mike Dean guitar solo.
Shout out to Bean one time, Greensboro, North Carolina.
That shit'll bring like tears to somebody's eyes, bro. Like, I don't know if Justin put respect on Ross' name, but Ross is up there.
Y'all remember that day that we all thought that Rick Ross died?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Bro,
TMZ.
we was sitting in a car, 6 niggas deep in a car, smoking blunts, crying almost, listening to that verse. When that shit came on, when that verse came on, bro, we was like, bro, Ross gotta make it, man.
We would have, if that would have been real, we would have never got Santorini, Greece, bro.
Bro, we would have never got Gold Roses.
Yeah,
That's a fire
Oh
song.
my.
We said we own condos right above Carnegie Hall. That shit is fucking
Yo,
crazy.
lemon pepper freestyle, crazy.
That's a
Yo.
good. I still think What's Next though was the best because that's such a part. That's such a like party anthem. That's really
Bro,
I mean, with me, with that little Drake 3 EP, like, What's Next was a leak. What's Next was a leak. So like with me, when I hear a leak mad long before something drops, it's just like a skip to me, because I already like know what it is.
Mhm.
Unless it's like low quality or some shit, or like it's a leak that's like, you know. That's why some songs on Whole Lotta Red to me were, because some of them were leaks and shit. But I've heard so many Cardi leaks that it's hard to really have the same excitement for songs.
See, that's why I don't listen to leaks from my favorite artists most of the time. Like
that's what I should do.
Because I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson with All Day. Now, if y'all know me and KTT, you know my relationship to All Day. We ain't gonna talk about it. Everybody know. So it's like when we were listening to that leak, like when
the second half switch up.
Yeah, come on now.
So
come on now.
I had that shit on my little Windows phone.
So you see that nigga.
I had faith in Alan Kingdom.
Shout out to KTT. Nah,
yeah, he was on there.
Speaking of Alan Kingdom, he kind of helped like Kevin Abstract and Brockhampton get popping low key.
Of course, he brought more attention to the website, man. Like
I wasn't listening to Brockhampton. They got one really good song. I don't know if it was like their second album, but I remember hearing it. It was Trust Me, I Like Licorice. I think it was like Sweet or some shit like that. Yeah. I think it was called Sugar or something.
Nah, Sugar is spending all my nights alone, waiting for.
Yeah, that song blew up on TikTok.
Yo, Sugar low-key a crazy song. Like that's one of the best hooks I've heard in a long time. Like one thing about Brockhampton is that Kevin Abstract is such a talented hook writer. Like that's what was so cool. Like I really hope one day they put out the was Saturation ever released on vinyl?
Nah, it was just
I think they did a
none of the
box
Saturations were on vinyl.
Oh, they did it in a box set?
Yeah, with the documentary. It was all 3 albums in the documentary.
Yeah.
See, I need that for real. Because bro, that's one of the greatest runs ever. Like that run is undefeated, low key. Like, bro, they did not like miss. Like they put out 3 essentially almost perfect albums in a year's time, like with each like you know, I guess getting way better than the rest. Like
right.
Fantano was rating those albums really good.
And all that came right off the heels of American Boyfriend, which is like a cult classic. Damn
yeah. Oh, the last song.
Who the fuck is you talking shit
about my husband?
Oh my god.
That's a classic, bro. He was doing something like, I mean, I've known about Kevin Abstract for a long time, bro. Like, there's this failed fashion brand that was in New York called Cockaslok. Spelled out 10 times. Cockaslok. It's like K-A, I don't know. Basically, he modeled for them at one point. And that was my first introduction to him. And I was like, oh, he's from KTT? Like, what was that video? What was it, like MTV? Like something like when they were in the store? Or whatever, like
MTV 1987.
That was his first album. Like he had a whole.
What was it? My boyfriend saved me. No, he said my parents hate me. Like
it was like a flip on the Cassie song.
What was the shit? He was like,
that's Miserable America you're thinking about.
He said, my best friend's son smoking cigarettes.
Fuck, Echo.
Yeah, that song was crazy. Like, it was so cool watching them blow up because, like, you know, Woody vs. Poppy, like, that's my, like, first podcast, I guess, introduction to, like, the world verbally. You know what I mean? Like, and
shout out to that.
Yeah, bro. Like, HK did one of our covers for a long time.
My fault. That introduced me to Apple Podcasts. Like, I wouldn't even be using it if it wasn't for that shit. Yeah. I was using Spotify for a little bit, and then I seen that you tweeted a link out. I was like, damn, he got something other than the live stream with Eric. And then I found out, I was like, damn, Apple Podcasts, the fuck? And it's just been sitting on my phone for the whole time. And I had my own podcast at the time. Like, it was just different.
Interesting how that shit worked out, bro. Because, like, Woody vs. Poppy is about to come back. We've taken a hiatus and shit like that because niggas just, like, ranked up in life. Like, we're not two broke niggas, like, mad as hell anymore. We're two successful niggas that still have opinions. So, like, we're going to bring it back officially on madenewurl.com. It's going to be one of our mainstay content shows. But, yeah, dude, like, that show is so crazy because, like, I mean, we're 100 and some episodes. I mean, like, it's literally my life story type, like, from just being some weird, emotional, aggressive, I guess, kid in my room that I was just very excited about Kanye West to, like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I work at a marketing agency right now. I make salary. I did not go to college. You know what I mean?
That's
why, ATT University, nigga. for real.
That's why it felt different. Like, Woody versus Poppy felt different from what you were doing on Eric's live stream. Because, like, when you were on Eric's live stream, you was bouncing off of basically what Eric was saying and really, you know, shutting people down. Like, there wasn't really many people that, you know, would would be able to really, they would say shit, but they wouldn't be able to get their, like, point across because they really wouldn't have nothing back it up. And then you'd be like, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, you know where I learned, and then you see where I learned all that shit from. Like, like, basically, bro, like, me and Woody's essentially just an older version of me. We're astrologically low-key the same person. It's kind of crazy.
And but the live stream separates the Woody versus Poppy separates from the live stream because, like, you're actually giving your in-depth analysis on, like, shit that, like, it feels like, you know, that you've been wanting to say a lot of shit about the things that you talk about on it for a while.
No, yeah, I mean, like, when I'm on Eric's podcast, I'm here for straight bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm here for bullshit. What the fuck are we talking about? What? And I'm gonna be sitting here trying to get everybody to talk about things that ain't gonna get me canceled. But he's like, on Woody versus Poppy, it's like, you know, it's like me. It's still a conversation. It's just me and Woody chopping it up. But we are talking about. It's more focused on giving our opinions about the culture that at this time period and at the time period that we even created, it was not journalized properly. Like, it. I mean, like, bro, like, who the fuck is listening to a sneaker podcast with 3 white guys? No, none of them niggas wear forces. There's no proper representation. So it was like, bro, when you came to Woody vs. Poppy, you got to hear some of the craziest people in the culture because for some reason, yeah, we had Heron on the podcast. Yeah, we had fucking Brick and Do on the podcast. Yeah, we had fucking Brittany. Nigga, yeah, we had Brittany. Nigga, Uzi's Brittany on the podcast. Nigga, we had motherfucking all types of cool ass crazy people. And it's like, it was just like the best kept secret. But you know what I mean? Like, now we've gotten to the point where you know, the reason why Woody vs. Poppy was so cool is because Woody was cool. I was just some young kid that Woody fucked with, and I was basically being groomed to essentially take over what he does right now, and that's what I'm doing. And it's like, now I can be the person that gets everybody on the podcast, and Woody doesn't have to foot the bill, so, like, he can just be chilling, and I'm taking care of that shit now. And it's like, it's just like, bro, it's a circle of life. This shit's scary, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I had about 2022, bro, and it's just shit starting to work, you know.
Yeah,
that's how I feel right now. Like, I didn't just spend so many years, like, on the internet just studying the culture. Like, I remember, like, the first Woody vs. Poppy episode, like, that I seen. This was before the live stream. This was before everything. You was wearing this one Supreme shirt. I think it was a really early episode, and I was like, this is how I like to talk about the culture, like the way y'all's dialogue was and all that. Like, and after years and years of studying, I'm finally getting to that point where I could have a platform and express even my ideas and how I view shit.
No, for real. And I was so happy when that NSYNCT shirt came and that motherfucking album came. I was like, oh, when I was 19, I wasn't doing this.
I'm 18. That shit.
That's what I'm saying. When I was 19, I wasn't doing it. You 18 and you doing it. So
And
it's
look,
like, bro, we did. It just make me feel good because I feel like we did something right. Because when I was your age, I didn't have that. I didn't have Woody vs. Poppy, bro. Like, it was like we kind of just had to. Like, you really had to fight and just like, I know you had to fight to be yourself, but it's like in our time, nobody even wanted to talk about this type of shit. Like,
right.
So it's like, you know, like I'm just happy as fuck that I see people like you know what I mean? Like even everybody in Made Me URL is just kids that used to listen to the podcast. That's literally it. Like Jack moved to New York and is doing all this crazy shit. He got an internship at Fool's Gold, all this shit. That nigga got motherfucking turned up to do all that because he was listening to the podcast, bro. And it was like some fucking kid in Orange County that liked Kanye West and Rick Owens finally got motherfucking, you know, like you got to hear somebody that thinks just like you. And that's the most important thing that I think that podcast did. Like I don't give a fuck if we don't do anything else. If I know that we helped Chloe Hotline in some way, nigga, we successful. You know what I mean? We did it. For real.
That's great. I'm glad I have my little brother on the episode because he's been asking me about Jamal's like clothing line and shit. So he don't even like this is
bread now.
This is his first time hearing about you. So like he could just be inspired by like all three of y'all do y'all own type of merch. Y'all have y'all own type of shit. So so y'all
yeah. No, we got that good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yes, Justin, do you want to when it comes to like sneakers and shit like that, do you want to wear what everybody's wearing, or what kind of shoes interest you? Is it the same like Jordans and shit? Like you want Travis Scott?
It really depends. Like I'm really in my own lane, but like I like 11s. Like I'm with the popular people, but I'll get different colors like what like no one wearing. Like there was the new blue Yeezys I would love, and it was in my class, and it was like those are trash. And I'm like, I'm not trying to impress y'all. I'm trying to impress myself.
Yeah. Anytime I talk about, I was about to say, anytime I talk about sneakers, motherfuckers be like, "Are you serious? Like, why the fuck do you want these shoes so bad?" Like, I just got my own shit. Like, I just do.
Really, no, you said the perfect thing though. You said you're not trying to impress everybody else. You're trying to impress yourself. Mm-hmm. That's a good mindset to have as early because it's like a lot of niggas don't get that shit until they 25 years old and then they spend most of their life.
Friday, like there was a Britney Spears shirt that was fire at Target. I wore that. It was like that's not a drip. I was like, I'm drip out right now, and I had the 11s on.
Right, yo, this
clean, bro. You can't diss a nigga with 11s on, bro. Like, come on.
The Britney Spears shirt. The Britney Spears shirt is fire. Hearing that is.
Yeah.
Wait, what year were you born? 15?
I'm turning 15 in July.
Whoa.
Damn, so he's 14. So yeah. He was born in 06. July 2006.
Damn, that's the year ATL, bro. ATL, bro. I watched
amazing movie.
I watched the movie like 40 times that summer. Damn, and they
better than Scarface.
That 1 year, you know, like when D Wade got that ring, that's what T.I. was in 2006 when he was the best rapper alive, and that nigga ran everything. Just like, bro,
I had what you know
the same year,
bro. He had what you know about that. I had that shit on my PSP, bro.
Of course. I think that was the first project the first project I ever downloaded on my iPod Shuffle was it was Kingdom Come. Then it was those two albums were the only ones on there, and then it was Runaway Love, and I think what's that one song by Swayze? I met her at a backyard block party by the bar. I had that song.
Bro, I had an English teacher that used to play that shit once a week on Fridays.
No, bro, that song is great.
He kept that shit alive.
No, it's classic. It's classic.
Swayze works at Kroger now.
You do? Yo, shout out my nigga Swayze one time, bro. Like, they had a TV show too. That was weird. Like, they debuted with a TV show. Like, Like, what type of artist was popping out like that, nigga? Like, that's
the only artist that was popping out like that was on some Making the Band shit, like Day 26 and Danny.
But it's like, bro, even on Day 26, they had to work to get that. But
Cheesecake.
That show just came out, and the fucking theme song was a single.
Yeah,
that was weird.
That
was MTV trying. They were trying some shit, man. It had 8 episodes.
Everybody had a TV show. Fucking 3 6 Mafia from Hood to Hollywood. Like,
I remember that shit. Wow, that's crazy.
In retrospect, that is such an insensitive TV show, man. Holy fuck! Like they, like think about that now. If that would have happened, people would have been trying to cancel the network.
He put classic. That is. It's hard to find that shit. If anybody can find that shit, I'm trying to see the episode. It's probably on YouTube or something. Of course, yeah. Y'all remember I remember MC Search had these stupid ass rapper shows on VH1. Oh my gosh, bro.
No, what was that white rapper show?
That was the MC Search show. Yeah, he hosted that shit, bro.
No, but you know what?
And then he tried to do one with he tried to do one with females also. I remember that.
I like that one. It was like, this is your mama. That shit was fine. Yo, mama was different, nigga. Yo, mama was different.
Yo, mama had me just watching the reruns and saying them in school the next day. For sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Yo, mama was ghostwriters for school.
Yo, being the first kid with internet, like, low-key was, like, dangerous. Because you had access to jokes that these kids have never heard before in their life. Like, nigga, I can't lie. When I was in, like, 2011, 2012, like, having Reddit knowledge in school, yo, like, niggas won't even pre to that. Yeah, like, they didn't get that. Yeah, like,
right.
Modern War Negro was the one that had he had the jokes on deck.
He's different. What doesn't he go by a different name now? Like, isn't he still doing YouTube?
The Black Hokage.
Black Hokage. Bro, I remember his videos.
I'll keep it 1,000. Right. He should have just kept Modern War Negro, man. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. Yeah, the Black Hokage is a shittier version of a black exploitation name. You might as well go with it.
What about Oprah side?
Oprah side. Who
That's
that?
a horrible name from Jump. Like, he could have picked so many different names, but to be Oprah side, nigga, like, that shit is like so of the time. Like,
well, he changed it. Yeah,
that's one of them names where it's like, all right, I know you was a funny Twitter motherfucker in 2012. Like,
you know what's funny about Spaces? You start realizing how lame niggas are. Like, niggas be having they be having followers. Yeah, the Twitter Spaces, bro. You hear like all these people that got these accounts and everything, and they just be sounding like lame as fuck, like nerds, like niggas be stuttering and shit. Like,
like that shit is so like that should be so kind of like weird to me because literally I'm just me. Everywhere I go, I'm me. Same type personality, same type everything. The motherfuckers be in there like It's just like you good? Like all we doing is talking. Like
Clubhouse got a lot of people out of here for that.
And that's the thing. Like, one thing I hate about Twitter Spaces is that first off, you can only have 8 people at a time,
and anybody can join them.
That's just whack as fuck. I don't like when it's like one. Like, I don't like it when people can control who talk. That's just mad whack to me. Like, they need to figure out a type of space where like everyone can talk. Because it's like
then everybody would just be screaming over each other.
No. But there can be a system in which we can like select who can talk at the right time. But it's like, bro, I'm not trying to go in on Clubhouse. I don't want to go into no room if I can't talk. I'm not going in the room if I can't talk. I'm not listening to a bunch of lame ass niggas talk about nothing, nigga. If I can't talk,
that's why I don't want to be on Clubhouse no more.
Or if you say one thing and they just get you out of there without even explaining yourself, like
I fucking hate.
I never got a Clubhouse invite.
Don't get on there, bro. It's a bunch of old ass niggas that want to be. There's a bunch of old ass niggas that are just as childish as you. You're 14 years old. They got the same mentality as you. So imagine. Wait, go ahead.
No, the game's still on it. That's what I was just saying.
Oh yeah, bro.
The game old as shit. I
think Joe Budden and them don't do it no more. They got a Discord now.
Oh, he figured out. Oh, let me make money.
Yeah, Discord got crazy over the past 2 years, bro. Now they're working with Sony.
Oh, yeah, Travis Scott got a Discord.
What?
Yeah, Travis Scott was giving out free codes for clothes and shit.
What?
Yeah,
I'm in his Discord, but don't nothing be going on.
Yeah, nothing. Like he'll put out links and shit like that. Like
I'm in Jay Electronica's Discord.
You be learning. They be giving you NOI lessons.
Bro, they be teaching me how to make flat tummy tea and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay goat for that because Jay did it before a lot of niggas, and he older than a lot of niggas too.
Yeah, I'm glad. I hope he don't take another like shit long time to drop another album, or he might just say fuck it after that.
I think he's confident now.
If you follow his IG, he's been dropping like remixes, random verses, drafts, and shit like that. So it's like you never know.
You know what other Jay I need to return?
You about to say Jay-Z?
No, Jay-Z can sit his old ass wherever you want to be. 444.
I'm not trying to hear. I'm not
just wait. You don't like 444?
No, I'm saying like I'm fine with Jay-Z not putting out music for a while. Like I'm not begging for new Jay-Z music. We got a written testimony.
Amazing.
Like I need J. Paul. Paul
album of the year. That interlude that's an interlude, and that's so.
Wait, you say Paul or Cole?
Paul.
No, J. Cole. Nigga, I'm talking about J. Paul.
J. Paul is gas.
J. Paul.
Nah, that's not.
Listen, J. Paul, I need you to understand, bro. Yo, Nico, little brother. You want to hear the greatest artist of all? You want to hear, nigga? Go listen to J. Paul. JAIPAUL, bro.
Is he British?
Yes, he's British.
Right?
Yeah. Indian
No, don't listen to him.
He gets R&B music. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, go to btstu.com right now, bro. That nigga J. Paul is different. Like, he's essentially what Jay Electronica is to rap. J. Paul is to R&B. Like, he's like the savior. Like, he blends R&B with hip hop and electronic music so perfectly to where, like, I'm telling you, if you listen to his leaked album that's on iTunes right now, it'll change your life. It's amazing. Like, I think it's the only form of like audio that is like similar to crack for real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's crazy. I don't know. I thought you was finna say J. Cole. That J. Cole Friday. I know Banks is hyped for it. Banks and Jamal are hyped for it. the off season or some shit like that.
Hey.
Man, interlude. This is the thing about J. Cole I just hate. He always do the shit he not supposed to do. And it's like he trying to do, it's like, oh, I'm gonna drop an interlude as a single. Like, nigga, who the fuck wants to, like, that song is not gonna be able to be appreciated in the way that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be appreciated within the confines of that album. But now we get an interlude as a single, nigga. Everybody sleep.
For 2014
I'm not listening to no album. I'm not listening to the album where this nigga said Jesus died at 33, so did Pimp C and Nipsey Hussle. I'll pass, sir.
Yeah, and all of his fans were acting like he literally just did like fucking like he was floating on water.
What J. Cole needs to do is get like some younger people over at Dreamville, because everybody on Dreamville is like either pushing 30 or 30 plus.
Yeah, that's getting 30.
Yeah. I wish I could link up with J. Cole because I'm not too far away from where he's from, so I know J. Cole's like world. I'm aware of who J. Cole is. I would love to sit down and talk to that nigga and just get him cool. Because it's like, bro, his whole entire thing with not wanting to like conform and all that shit. There's a difference between conforming and adapting. You know what I mean? Like, adapting is when Kanye can hop on, when he can drop I Love It. Everybody and their mama know I Love It was a certified hit. That was a perfect fucking song.
Fire song.
They did it. It's like, and that was a 40-year-old man, 40-something-year-old man making a song with a fucking kid. J. Cole, bro, it's like, in my opinion, For Your Eyes Only is J. Cole's best album ever. And the reason why is because it was a concept album where his old ass nigga raps made sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't feeling like, damn, he rapping about the same bullshit again. That album just made it make sense. It's like with this one, I hope that he's able to give that energy that he gave on the London, that he gave on the 21 Savage. Give us that energy. Give us braggadocious Cole. We all know you're rich. Stop lying.
I just need some less depressing shit, bro. It's the summertime. I'm not trying to have no think pieces in the goddamn summertime.
You remember when Drake was on Instagram with Cole and they was riding in the Range Rover, like he was riding in the Royce? Cole be trying to act like he's still he's humble. This is a nigga. This ain't multi-million. Like, give us bro. J. Cole would have kept on rapping like fucking Jodeci freestyle. I would have been his biggest fan ever.
Yeah, but
I hate it. Nah, his Jodeci freestyle verse was terrible. Drake put him in a blender on that shit.
Crazy.
Drake put him in a blender on that shit.
You tripping, Nico?
Drake put him in a blender on that song.
Drake.
Looking for your bitch, bet she won't turn up.
That shit was slow. That's like hearing. That's like
She's a slut. She's a freak.
That's like hearing Nas on a slow song. Like it just didn't feel.
It wasn't like that though when it came out though. Kind of $100 like it sucks to me. Ain't that what you wanted? Stunting on you niggas. Like came in the game, bro. He was going ridiculous on that verse, bro. Like I need that.
That was made for Drake. That wasn't made for J. Cole.
Of course, I think Drake's verse is better because I'm a Aubrey stan, but
I'm close to putting Drake in my top 5 after CLB, bro. Like most people haven't heard Vital. Most people haven't heard Vital. Vital's one of the best Drake songs I've ever heard. That shit is different. Like he felt like he thought he was finna die on that shit. like that. There's some other songs that well, no, he's released some of them like with Dark Lane demo tames and shit.
Nah, I remember when a lot of people don't like this song, but I remember when Grease came out and I was like, Drake. I was like, this motherfucker must know what I'm because Grease is literally like the music I'm trying to make. Like that shit is like Chloe Hotline, mainstream. Like I don't like when I heard that shit, I was like, all right, I can't slander Drake no more because this is some shit I wouldn't think of. Like Grease, like come with me, like that shit. That song was probably one of my favorite songs last year. I can't even cap.
No, for like, bro, the thing about Drake, man, like we can't. Like, I love Drake, bro. Drake, my favorite. When in terms of being a rapper, bro, I learned how to rap from Drake. That nigga just know how to do that shit. The thing is that at this point, and I've always felt in the back of my mind I'm gonna be that person, but Drake doesn't have a Kanye West. He doesn't, and everybody knows that Drake is just the new Jay-Z. So for him to be able to transfer over to this next generation properly, he needs to have some sort of artistic reset where he can find a way to make critically acclaimed albums and not go weird and be weird. It's like
40's not a legend.
What you said? What?
40's not a legend.
40 is a legend. That's what. But we say, look, when I'm saying
the thing that bothers me about 40 is like outside of the OVO stuff. What other?
But look, this is the thing. 40's already said that 40 does not like making music with other people. He just says that like his process is just better with Drake. Most of the time, Drake finds the sample or da 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 da. Like he was describing that he was just like, bro, I'd rather not make music with anybody else if I know every single time it's just gonna be perfect with me and Drake. Like,
okay, but Drake will never. According to the sentence I see down here. I get that, Banks. I don't know why he's talking through sentences, but Jay will always. I don't think Drake will ever top Jay.
Oh yes, he will.
No, he will not. He won't.
No, he easily will. No, he easily can. First off, if Certified Lover Boy is a classic, Drake's better than Jay-Z. We're just gonna
if it's a classic, then yeah.
Drake don't have an album better than Reasonable Doubt. Or
if LeBron gets a ring this year, listen. If LeBron gets a ring,
Drake doesn't have an album better than Reasonable Doubt. Boosie has an album better than Reasonable Doubt.
Nigga smoking nuts.
Let's go. Let's
Nah,
go.
I'm gonna.
Look, this is what I'm
Boosie's not
saying.
even
This
that
is
Gucci has an
good,
album
bro.
better than
NBA
Reasonable
If
Doubt.
YoungBoy,
LeBron, listen. If
NBA
LeBron
YoungBoy
gets
is
a
already
ring
better
this
than
year,
Boosie. Come on.
if LeBron
Boosie
gets a
not
ring this
even.
year, nigga, we cannot. We not gonna sit here and act like he's not better than Jordan, bro. We not gonna sit here and act like it, bro. If he gets a ring this year, he's better than Jordan, bro. Like we're not doing this no
No,
more,
he's
nigga.
not.
I'm saying though, I
He's
don't think
not. I
Reasonable
don't think
Doubt should be
so.
the.
No, he's not.
Nigga,
I don't think
LeBron
there's
James-
a Ren.
if LeBron James gets a ring this year, there is not a debate. He's 100% better than Jordan.
He's
He had
not
way
winning
worse
this year.
competition.
There's no way.
But he's not winning
I don't
this.
speak
He's not
on
winning
Jordan
this
because
year.
I never seen him play.
He's not
I don't
winning
speak
this
on
year.
Jordan
It's
'cause I
like,
never
bro,
seen him
it's
play.
if they win though. That's what I'm so. It's
All right,
like,
not
bro,
gonna
at this
get
point
past
with
the
Drake,
Suns.
Before we get
Drake
to that,
has
all right.
literally broken every single. Literally, the only thing that Jay-Z has over Drake, bro, really is that his pen has never been touched. That's the only.
Boosie got a better album than Reasonable Doubt.
No, Gucci has multiple projects better than Reasonable Doubt. I don't think Reasonable Doubt should be the standard of like a classic rap
Yeah,
album.
it shouldn't be.
It's
It's
really
amazing.
outdated.
But none of those Gucci albums get talked about.
That
And
doesn't.
and Gucci's
That's because you
Gucci's
weren't
best
there.
Gucci's
you weren't
best
there.
projects. Gucci's best projects are mixtapes. They not even.
If you were
But
from the
mixtape-
South or the Midwest, you would
The
understand.
whole thing about mixtapes not being considered albums, though, that's kind of bullshit. Like we all know that those were all albums.
Gucci got a better
Right.
album than Reasonable Doubt.
EA Sports
Cardi's
Center is
first
better than
album is
Reasonable
better
Doubt.
than anything Boosie
Let's
ever
let's
done.
be real. Let's be real about Gucci, right? Let's be real about this shit, right? I had to learn this eventually, right? Because I was the person that was saying that Reasonable Doubt is better than Badass, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had to understand and realize that Reasonable Doubt just wasn't booming in the South. Like I understood it when Pop died, and I went back down south.
But
And
no
niggas
one's
wanted
playing
to really-
Gucci in the East either.
Yeah, it's
I
like
never heard.
niggas
Reasonable
won't
Doubt
listen to
isn't
Pop Smoke
even.
like that down here. So I could understand if they won't listen in the fucking Reasonable Doubt. In
I was
Florida.
watching y'all last podcast, and when y'all like going around saying like who you want to retire, I would say Gucci. Really, I feel like he should be like more of like a role model to like the 107
He's right.
record label.
No, he's right. I don't.
Right.
Gucci doesn't make.
I feel like he
music.
should take a step back and focus on like Shiesty, his career, and all those others' career. That's what I would say.
Boosie need to retire too.
The second half of Gucci's career, the most amazing part of it has been that he has been essentially the best A&R in the game. Like he's found all of the best people.
That's what he can use. That's what he can use right now. If he retires, that's what he can use.
But the
right
thing
now.
about it is that Gucci never was focused on it, bro. He never made a slime language.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
he said
why-
he would do something like that.
I think So Icy Summer was fire. I mean it's not slime language, obviously. It's not slime. Slime language 2 was really good, bro.
I feel like
slime language
when
2 was. And Thug's only 29. Thug can my fault. Thug can do that. Thug can have that role. And I feel like Thug could retire before even Gucci.
That's what he did with Gunner. Yeah, that's what he did with Gunner. He should be a role
What's
model.
Thug? Thug's like 29, I said.
Another thing about Gucci is like when Gucci was 29, he was still getting like locked up still. He was never focused on really building a label.
Yeah.
It was just his homies that he was signing.
Also, you got to remember that Thug got into this shit way younger than Gucci. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of these artists, bro, it's hard to compare them because it's like Gucci, like Thug. It's between Thug and Future. Who's the new Gucci? I feel like low-key overall is Future.
I feel like Future. It's Future.
Yeah, Future is overall the most influential Atlanta artist.
But Future's not. I mean, he is. I guess he could be the new Gucci, but he's not like.
But he don't got
Future
that.
don't got
like he don't got
shit,
like
that
Slat.
ass.
Like Slat. No, it's not even that. He doesn't have that like Free Band ain't Slat.
Yeah,
It's not slime. It's not slime. My slime is not like that. Like it's like, bro, like Thug Leo, bro. I'm gonna just drop that right there. Thug Leo. He knows how to radiate and get all the energy. Everybody, there's always attention on Thug, and he knows what to do with attention, and he knows what
I
to.
feel like there would
push
never be another Gucci. Really, I feel like the closest was Keef.
I could see Savage. I could see 21 Savage.
I feel like Uzi or Cardi
is
is probably number one.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, bro. The new Gucci
Cardi's
is Young Thug, bro.
transcending Gucci. Cardi's transcending Gucci.
Cardi is transcending any artist alive right now. That's the best.
I could see Saw Baby transcending Thug I like most of
Oh,
Saw Baby's
yeah.
projects better than most of
Artistically,
Thug's
Saw
projects.
Baby is almost over Thug. Artistically,
I
he's
feel like
almost
because Saw Baby taps into more of his sexual energy. I think that is like that's the most important part. Like, bro, he's a pipe, bro. He's very emotional. He's an emotional person. Man.
Somebody tweeted there was like Saw Baby be rapping about the shit that I be thinking about but don't want to say.
Oh, for real.
Like that shit. But nah, I never. Man, Boosie never did nothing for me.
he has just that one album for me. That nigga's an idiot now. Fuck Boosie.
Yeah, Boosie's a big idiot.
Yeah,
He's also
Boosie.
But
just
Reasonable Doubt is not my favorite J album. Volume 2 is my favorite J album.
My favorite J album is American Gangster.
I don't even what my
Wow.
favorite
Bro.
J album is such a
American
Don't
Gangster
say
is
Volume
such
3.
a good
Don't
album,
say
bro.
Volume 3.
Bro, I don't think you realize, bro. American Gangster, bro. That production, did he executively producing the project that the Neptunes beats on there? You got, bro. That's low key top 3 J album, bro. Easy, bro.
And
That's all right.
originally those Neptunes beats weren't even from him. Those Neptunes beats came from sessions they was doing with Young Jock at the time, and he passed on them.
Yeah.
Bro, they was so, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Especially, like, obviously, I know it was ridiculous, bro. But like songs like, I don't think Neptunes did this one, but like, bro, Party Life, nigga. That's some Jay, bro. That's some Jay we not gonna get no more, bro. That was like when Jay first got old. And like he was like really accepting old, like so tall and lanky, my suit, it should thank me. Like
he was 38 when that shit came out,
bro. Because when Kingdom Come was his real first old nigga album. Because he had that song.
Yeah.
He was like 30.
Show me what you got.
Nigga, I'm so hot still.
Oh yeah.
That shit was funny.
I didn't like Kingdom Come. I didn't like Blueprint 3 either.
I love Blueprint 3.
Come on, that
every
day
terrible. Terrible.
He said X came through, brought a lighter fluid.
The only thing I don't like about that album is Kanye gave him leftover 808s beats.
Yeah, and 808s wasn't good either.
Like
808s wasn't good
Stars
either.
Born.
He said,
yeah, 808s is his third worst album.
What? Nah, y'all
808s is not.
808s
is better. Yeah,
it's top 3. Easy. It's top 3.
It's better than 808s.
808s is the most impactful Kanye West album of all time. Facts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the most.
I got it. Kick out the chat. I said Nico. Oh, Justin is next.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like 808s, bro. Without 808s, listen, bro. 808s influence Drake.
808s influenced Drake, Juice WRLD, Uzi, everybody.
Bro, we don't even need to hear any of that. It influenced Drake. It created essentially the best artist of our decade. It's like, like, bro, like 808s was the album that, like, bro, it blurred the lines. After when Drake first came out, I know you don't remember this since you was young, bro. Drake, the whole thing about him was like he's a rapper and a singer. Like that was a mind-blowing thing at the time. That was not normal. Every rapper sings. And the thing about it is that it first was started Andre 2000 and Lauryn Hill did that shit perfectly back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Nobody did it for years that is good. Kanye did 808s and took all the fucking he took all the lashes and shit. And then Drake came through and basically took that shit, re-rocked it in his Canadian way and ran the decade. Like, bro, 808s, you gotta go listen back to that album, bro. It's literally the last true, like, perfect Kanye West album. Like, all production done by him. Fully emotional baby bitch.
And it was made in 2 weeks. Like, 2 weeks.
Bro. It's a very special album, man. Like that's a vinyl you need to get because they did a repressing of it, and it's really cool. They got dope.
It's a good album, but I rank most albums over it. Like
I had it on an iPod.
What's the top 3?
It still wasn't hitting.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was first. College Dropout is second. Then Yeezus is third.
That's so interesting that you like College Dropout because I feel like most
kids That's a
most
10 out of
kids
10
most kids that have My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Yeezus in their top 10. They don't like College Dropout, but that's
Yeah, I
cool
don't
though.
like
I
College Dropout.
College Dropout is
I don't
amazing.
like College Dropout. So
College Dropout
everybody
is
do
amazing.
their shit right now. Since he just did his top 3, everybody do their top 3.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus 808s. Yeezus and Late Registration are always interchangeable. It always depends on what day it is. But yeah, in terms of solo Kanye West albums, yeah, that's the top 3. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808s, Yeezus. Low key, you know what? I'm getting a little bit older. Graduation gonna have to sneak his way in there somehow. Because if you really think about it,
That's interesting.
bro, Graduation overall, it's the weirdest Kanye West album because objectively, it's his best album. Like, if you go listen to that album top to bottom, it's like, bro, like, it was his most commercial album. It was also one of his most well-balanced. Like, he just mastered mainstream music on that. Like, Damn is cool, but Graduation was the OG Damn. Like, that was okay, let's make the best possible, the best possible.
Don't compare Damn to that.
On that album, like Kanye was.
What's the difference? What's the difference? Damn was just. There is no difference between, bro. If Graduation would have came out in 2017, it would have got the same critical acclaim.
Yeah,
bro.
That's a fact.
Bro, Damn is not a mind-blowing album. To Pimp a Butterfly is miles ahead of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The thing about Damn is just that, bro, Kendrick Lamar just made the perfect mainstream album. Like, he literally made a clean version of Humble. There was no way it couldn't succeed.
I think that's why I didn't like it. Between that DNA and the Rihanna shit,
the Triple X song. Oh my god! Like,
I was the one that liked Fear and Duckworth when that shit came out, and
Duckworth's crazy.
And
yeah, it's just like, bro, like I knew what he was doing with that. When I heard Humble, I was like, okay, like I respect him, but I feel like what Damn was what everybody was giving Damn the flowers that they should have given to Pimp a Butterfly. Like, because there's no reason why he should have got a Pulitzer Prize for Damn. He should have got the Pulitzer Prize for To Pimp a Butterfly. But it was just they didn't. I
don't know why that album was so under the radar at that time.
They didn't want. I feel like they didn't want to. What happened?
It wasn't under the radar. It wasn't. That was a big album. Taylor Swift tweeted about that album. Was big. It just wasn't a commercial. Like, it was so big, even though it wasn't a commercial album. Like, the only singles on that shit was King Kunta and You. I mean, I Love Myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He went against the grain with that shit. I think that's why it never gets recognized as much. You know, the fake president getting tied up on the cover, you know, hood politics, you know, the blacker the berry. People didn't want that. I think that's why it never, you know, blew up like Damn did.
Cause Damn is just aight. Damn is aight to me.
Man, it's just like,
yeah, it's alright.
The best Kendrick album. I'm saying top 2 Kendrick. I don't give a fuck. Like, To Pimp a Butterfly, To Pimp a Butterfly. Okay, cool. Nigga, Section 80 is better, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Section 80 is that shit, bro. Like, nigga, you not gonna tell, like, bro. They need to put respect on Section 80 right the fuck now, nigga. Like,
I put Good Kid, Mad City over both of those.
I mean, Good Kid was obviously a classic.
Good Kid, Mad City is a classic, yeah.
I feel like every white person that owns To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City on vinyl needs to distribute that to a black person that don't got it.
I have a Good Kid, Mad City. I got like an exclusive of it.
Ooh. What you got the one with you got the one with the mama on it, where he's a baby, or the car?
I got the car.
Okay,
but it's like a white vinyl. It's a white vinyl.
That's the deluxe.
Like clear. Yeah,
deluxe.
I never listened to the deluxe.
Well, let me show you some real crack. Let me show you that real crack, right? You a Weekend fan.
That's my least favorite
this
Weekend
your least
album.
Yeah. Wait. All right, sit down with me, son. Let's listen. Look. This is the best Weekend album ever made. This is it.
Crazy.
Now look, this is what I'm gonna tell you though, right? This was essentially like the most highest level of mixtape Weekend. Kissland was like really just this theatrical masterpiece of an album, bro. Just like that was the peak of mixtape dark druggy
But
weekend.
for
crazy
Kissland,
thing,
I feel like he
album
didn't
got-
know.
that
He
album
didn't
got
know what the
halo
raps
when it
were.
first came out.
I'm a bow out because the weekend stinks.
I feel like when Kissland came out and like when Beauty Behind the Madness and Echoes of Silence, I feel like that was a weird transition point for him. Like I feel like he didn't know what the rap was.
Because the weekend always wanted to be a pop star. It's just, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you really, like, one day you gonna really love this album, bro. This album, he did so much shit on this before everybody else. He was all on the Japanese shit. It's like, bro, this is really a movie. Like, bro, the introduction, nigga, what's that song called? What you call it?
I don't remember.
Professional. Bro, this whole, oh yeah, look at this. Hold on.
It's a great ass sexy. That's fire.
I'm telling you, bro, this is the album in a couple years, bro. You'll realize, damn, this is the best weekend album, bro. Other than After Hours, I'll say at this point, After Hours is probably his best works. Like, yeah.
Wait, you wouldn't put on the trilogy mixtapes as his album?
I don't talk about trilogies. I don't talk about trilogy because it was mixtapes.
Well, if it's like commercially, After Hours is number one.
Because I think of like when I talk about studio albums from him, because like House of Balloons is always gonna be the best to me. But it's
that's a fact.
When I talk about studio albums, yeah, it's Kissland for me. I'll say Kissland is overall always gonna be my favorite. What you call it? Well, Starboy. If that album was like half its length, that's the best pop album of the 20s. There's like Secrets.
Like Ed, that's a fire song. When he just goes solo key.
Starboy was the only thing that I enjoyed from the weekend.
How did you not like? How did you not like the mixtape shit? I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. That mixtape shit was essential to my bitch getting, for real. Cause like the energy that nigga was at, like, bro, like, nigga, how did you not like? How did you not like what you call it, nigga? What you need?
That's why, Sachee. You just hit the nail on the head. Nico be freaking bitches to Conway, bro.
My fault. My shit was bugging. My shit was bugging. I listened to Frank a lot more.
I love Frank.
I always thought he was
stealing.
I wasn't saying he wasn't stealing nothing from Frank, but he was stealing Frank's shine a little bit.
The thing is that there was a time when the Weeknd and Frank were debatable.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Around once Channel Orange came out, it wasn't a competition anymore, really. But it was like everybody used to be like, "Oh, Frank Ocean is the daytime and Weeknd is the nighttime." Like they were the two like alternate R&B, but they got their own lane. Frank Ocean became cult classic leader, and the Weeknd became the biggest pop star of our decade. Like, but
yeah, the Weeknd's gonna stay my favorite artist because he's just so fire, unbelievable.
This song right here, nigga, Kissland. Bro, Kissland? That song, the title song? Bro, this was essentially like a Pyramids type track. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Wanderlust.
I'm not the biggest fan of Channel Orange, really. I feel like Blonde really like overshadows it.
It's just you young. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. It makes sense because you grew up with those. Like, if I was your age, I probably would like those albums.
Yeah.
Because, like, Channel Orange, bro, like, I was your age when Channel Orange came out. That was 2012. I was 14 years old, nigga. That was just, like,
he's
the best thing I
he
ever
definitely,
Oh,
shit, is my shit bugging out? I was saying he definitely grew up around, like, the, what's that shit they call it now? Slowed reverbed? He was after the... That's the gentrified, chopped, and screwed right there.
Oh, God, dude.
He grew up around like the chill beats.
You ever listen to the Blonde, Chop Not Slop Blonde?
Nah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, yo, bro.
Nights?
Oh, nah.
I feel like the Nights beat switch is kind of... it's an amazing song, but the beat switch is kind of overrated. I feel like there's a lot of beat switches
Bro, Blonde came out my senior year of high school. No one will ever tarnish the album for me. It was so perfect. It was just like, bro, that beat switch it's in the literal middle of the album. It's like, I have Endless on vinyl, and I listen to it frequently. Blonde and Endless, like, I don't think that the only album since then that has even hit in the slightest form is Whole Lotta Red. That's the only album that's hit that hard since, nigga. Like,
No,
I'm telling you, bro.
Justin,
I really haven't listened to.
Talk about Whole Lotta Red, Justin.
I haven't listened to the full length Whole Lotta Red since Christmas night.
Damn.
I feel like Die Lit and the Flavor Cardi's first just overshined it for me.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna listen, you know, right now. You might as well start injecting that Whole Lotta Red into your vein now. Because that shit.
There's fire songs. Like, I really like Place is my top 5 Playboy Cardi song.
Once you got it, bro. I'm telling you, every song on that album is fucking crack. Every single song. It's like, bro, you gotta keep. It's one of those albums you just gotta live with. It's like you probably want to be able to appreciate that sitting in your room in motherfucking quarantine. You know what I mean? Like it was Christmas. You was sitting at home and shit. That shit don't make sense to you. When I was out in the city, when we was off them cacti's, niggas smoking blunts. Bro, Whole Lotta Red is the Bible. Go ahead.
I feel like I saw like a couple of videos. I saw like a video of people putting like Whole Lotta Red in the top 5 trap albums of all time. I really don't see it. I don't see it at all.
It's not a trap album either.
No, wait, Sachee. I think it kind of is a trap album because he's talking about that street shit on the project.
Well,
if you want to be technical about it,
but it's like, bro, you know, he really won't sell no drugs. Like this is the evolution of trap music. We have to create a new genre because rodeo is not trap music, but people call it trap music. This has to be like post trap or something like that. I am not putting Playboi Carti in the same category as OJ the Juice Man. We're not doing that.
Oh yeah, never mind.
You know what I'm saying?
Like say it like that, I get it.
Sonically, it's trap music. We're getting those 808s. But it's like, bro, this is I called it what did I call that shit? You remember I made up a fucking name for that new rap? What was it called? Like drip hop. Yeah, drip hop. That shit is drip hop. Drip hop, nigga. Like
I didn't appreciate the Ola Runt disses.
That's just because his little homies that he signed are wrapped up in that shit. Like that's some real street Atlanta shit. Like there's videos about it, but we don't got to get into it on the podcast.
But Ola Runt be wildin' too. He definitely be dissing Pop Smoke on a lot of his songs.
But I feel like drill is kind of dying. That's another thing.
What? Nah,
because
Shawnee Bin Laden.
Bro. Yeah, Shawnee.
I don't like Shawnee Bin Laden.
Oh my God. Yeah, he be listening. Justin be listening to A Boogie and shit.
Nah,
I really don't listen to A Boogie no more. But I listen to a lot of drill, and where I'm from, like everyone listens to drill, but I feel like it's getting really repetitive too much. The like JD like really just Fabio Foreign, and that like really got like it's like over for me. I've been listening to mostly old music now. Like I'm trying to listen to all Jay-Z's new albums. I mean, all his old albums.
That's good.
Don't listen
to a historian era. You know what I mean? Like I was in like 8th grade, 9th grade. That's when I really started like learning, like going back and listening. Like you got to go listen to all your classic New York '90s hip hop. Like you may, when you at my age, I'm 23. You may not be listening to that shit no more, but like you got to know about that. If you really want to like be a true historian of this shit, because like you start understanding certain things when you start listening to those old projects. Like you like, you know what I mean? Like this sample was originally used this time, or like like you start really pinning things together because hip hop is the most ultimate subject.
Don't listen to 444 until you get caught cheating on a bitch. It'll hit different.
No, listen to 444 so you don't cheat on the bet. You don't cheat on the baddest bitch in the world. Listen to 444, bro. That nigga, that was after he cheated on Beyonce. Listen to that now.
With the good hair.
So when you get Beyonce, you ain't even thinking about Becky with the good hair. Nigga.
Yeah.
Because you gotta realize, bro, all these rappers, bro. Hov said the most amazing thing, bro. He said Hov, like, you know, Hov do that, so like Hov go through that, so you don't gotta go through that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, what he said something like that. I'm paraphrasing it. But like basically, bro, you listen to these artists, bro, they telling you the damn tea, nigga. Drake is the perfect artist to listen to. Don't be Drake. Drake is just
Yeah.
Future.
He's in my top 5
Drake and
favorite
Future are the
artists.
same person, bro. It's just like Drake just nice about it. He be trying to be nice and shit.
You said
but,
Drake's not top 5?
Drake's my top 5 favorite artist.
Oh, he's in your top 5? Oh.
Of course, it's Drake.
And he's creeping up there.
I
For
feel
me.
like
I'm not gonna lie to
number
you.
1 is Mac, 2 is probably Kanye, 3 is Mac Miller, 4 Kendrick, and maybe 5 is
Wait, so who's one?
Wow.
Who's one?
The Weeknd.
Oh, okay.
What?
I feel like Tyler the
Yikes.
Creator kind of left that bracket. He was in it, but and Cole left it too.
For sure.
Like, hey,
I feel that. I mean, bro, The Weeknd, like, bro, we can't get mad at him saying The Weeknd, bro. The Weeknd is the coolest nigga on earth. He did the fucking Super Bowl. He's the littest singer on the fucking planet. And he be rapping about fucking bitches and doing coke. That nigga gangster as fuck, bro.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Every first period, I hate Spanish, like my Spanish teacher, so I just put on like The Weeknd and Bryson Tiller or Frank Ocean and just at like 7 a.m. just like don't like just live life.
Do you like Frank Ocean's new song?
What's the disc? It was like the disc covers.
Yeah, In My Room and
I really forgot about those songs. I never like went back to it.
In My Room, bro, that shit was so, bro. That's one of the best beats, bro. That nigga was going crazy on that song, bro.
No, I like what happened?
It was like a song called Callado, something like that.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
And
I'm getting into R&B a lot.
I really like Kanye. I really like Kanye on that one Weekend song. Which one was it?
Oh, not.
Oh, shit. What the fuck was it? Tell Your Friends?
Oh, tell your friends about.
Oh my god. Went crazy. Did better than Drake. Did better than Drake on it.
Yo, bro, Drake, everybody hates on that verse so much, bro. That shit hard, bro. What do you say? Nobody playing. Trying to keep it score.
So who do you so is like Uzi's not is not your favorite?
Oh, Uzi's top 10. Uzi's my favorite trap artist of all time.
Trap? I feel like
if you consider
that is just weird. I feel like they rock stars. They rock stars. They got their own shit.
Trap music, like real trap music, is Gucci Mane. T.I. T.I. was the first artist to actually coin the term trap music. Even though UGK and all them niggas was making trap music before then, trap music is about selling drugs.
Yeah, like when it comes to that, the best trap album of all time is, mixtape, whatever. It's EA Sports Center by Gucci Mane and Zaytoven. If you want to hear what
I knew you were gonna say that.
They had that album on vinyl.
Yes, I need that album on vinyl. Yeah, that's like the pure essence of what trap music really is. Like that's the perfect trap.
That's crazy.
Project.
So look, the thing I would
say
trap music is just a byproduct of that generation.
Yeah,
so you got Travis is a kid from the suburbs. We all got to remember Travis is from the suburbs. So he grew up listening to trap music and shit. So sonically, the sounds, all of the sounds that they're using is the same. It's just the subject matter that's different. So it's sonically the same. They're just not talking about selling drugs. They may be they're talking about doing drugs. You know what I mean? Like these niggas are doing them.
This sound like the Cardi rant. You might not think that we're on the same.
It was like that nigga thought I was on what they thought I was on, but that shit is classic. He said, "Shut the fuck up, Cardi."
That's funny, bro. Are you Justin? Do you look at any designer, any like streetwear shit, or that's just not?
Since I have money now, like I'm gonna work in 3 weeks.
So, that nigga say he got money now.
What you got? You got his PPP.
What's minimum wage where you work at, bro? Where's minimum wage where you live?
I think it's I think it's 13. I'm making 14 an hour now.
Oh, you're Gucci, bro. When I was a kid, I was $8, nigga. Like, nigga, you about to be able to buy all the Supreme.
But I feel like I really don't want a Supreme like really that much. I just want like nice clothes. Like I would get into that stuff, but I feel like I don't really know. I don't know if it's for me.
Well, that's good. At least you're not just jumping on some shit. You know what I mean? It's cool. Obviously, I love Supreme, but it's like growing up when I was your age, Odd Future was big. This is the most important thing of all time.
Yeah, I saw some Odd Future
box logo.
Hey,
nigga, like, bro, the year Channel Orange came out, that was the first year I ever went to the Supreme store in Lafayette. You know what I mean? Walk right in, no lines. Like
2011.
Yes,
and
2011.
If I walk up in my school with Supreme, oh my god, bro, that's fake, bro. It's gonna be so annoying.
Yeah, so, bro,
I hate PA.
It's so funny, bro. Because like, bro, we was in school when I was wearing Supreme. Nobody knew what the fuck it was. Nobody gave a fuck about that shit either. I thought I was a shit because I was wearing a Supreme Daniel Johnson t-shirt with the Supreme hat.
People tried to, or like, there was a kid wearing like these pink off-whites, and they were so fake you could tell.
Oh,
I looked up a picture. They were so fake. Like there was like these pink pearls, and like and the shoe you could see their foot. You could not see their foot in like what he was wearing.
See, that's the sad thing about it, bro. Like that happened to my cousin one time. My cousin bought some pink foams. Them shits weren't real. You know, like, and in my school at the time, even when as a freshman, I had the most sneakers in the school. Like I was like sneaker god type shit, right? I didn't hang out in the class. I didn't hang out in the halls because I was a nerd and shit. I would go to class and get on KTT. So like while I'm on KTT posting a fit or some shit, they murking this nigga. They killing this nigga. They going crazy. Like bro, they put this nigga in a body bag, bro. They were saying he had the Pepto-Bismol foams. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that nigga.
Nick used to drink Pepto-Bismol.
Shut up. Oh my god. He's trying to expose me? Bro, I used to sip Pepto-Bismol like lean. Yes, I definitely used to drink that shit straight out the bottle.
I remember that. That's a memory.
Like, I was about to say, Sachee, how you feel about Supreme is how I feel about Stray Rats. Like, I love Stray Rats so much. Like, I'm so
now Stray Rats is fire. They've been doing it forever, and it's good that they've been doing it forever because now they're starting to get that recognition. You know, now they're starting to do like the dude designing for Marc Jacobs now, doing all that shit. You know what I mean? Like
they did a collab with Maharishi.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I'm glad you know how to pronounce that. Shout out to you. I know you listen to Lupe. Lupe loves some Maharishi, nigga. Lupe, that's why I respect anybody that listen to Lupe, bro, because he was talking about like Kanye was the nigga. You know, Kanye was on that shit, but bro, you gotta realize, bro, Lupe was like, he was really into it. Like he was really talking about it. Like, Lupe was on Go Yard Bags before niggas. Like he was doing a lot of shit before niggas, bro. Like you listen to them bars sometimes, bro. You realize that like he was ahead of his time in so many ways, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love that nigga.
Lupe in my top 5 all time, bro.
I got
2005. I said that shit.
Lyrically alone, Lupe was so like, bro. You gotta realize his first album was executively produced by Jay-Z for a reason. His bars was too crazy. Like at this point, still niggas not fucking with him. They not. He a sensei.
Even with the first and 15th, the Fahrenheit mixtapes, nobody was catching on to what he was saying.
Nobody. It's
to
just
this day, it's still kind of hard to catch on to what he's saying.
He was too ahead of his time, man. That's really just what it was, bro. Like nobody had the interest in. Nigga, he was talking about Dover Street Market. Nigga, back before 2010. Like, he was talking about Dover Street Market, like, all this type of shit. Nobody knew about that. So, it's like, it didn't hit, you know what I mean, with everybody. But it's like, you look back at that shit now, or if you knew about it at the time, you knew how special that nigga was, man. Like, damn, bro.
He was nice, but I don't think he was GOAT material.
Nah, he's definitely GOAT material. 100%.
Yeah, the music industry, like,
bro,
fucked him up so bad. Like,
yeah, bro. He was literally in a slave contract. You gotta understand, bro. Like, I listened to one of his, like, when Clubhouse first came out, one of the coolest parts about it is that there was niggas like Lupe telling stories that we never heard about before, right? So he was talking about how when he got his Bape collaboration, he hit up Kanye. He like, yo, Bape just hit me up for the collab. Like, how much should I offer them? Like, I mean, how much should I tell them, like, the number? And Kanye was like, I don't know. I never asked for money. So when Kanye was doing all that bait shit, he never got paid for nothing, nigga. And he realized, like, Lupe had to realize at that point that in the place that he's going is so uncharted that the niggas that he looked up to didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
The only person who got paid for wearing bait probably was Pharrell.
Yeah, for real. And it's like, bro, you think Tyler may have got what you think Tyler got something when he did that?
Not Wayne or Soldier either.
What you say?
Not Wayne or Soldier either.
Because Tyler, no, the reason why I'm saying Tyler is because you remember Tyler did the lookbook. Tyler did the Supreme lookbook and he did the Bape lookbook. I don't think you remember this. So Tyler went to Japan and the Bape lookbook is him like he got the zip up hoodie and all this shit. And I think a lot of niggas from our future was in it too. This was a very important time. Like he was on Vine. He had the videos. He was going up to the Japanese people and he was like, "Hi, where do you think I'm from?" But bro, like, that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for my Bape lookbook. Bitch, I'm about to look like a fucking star in that motherfucker, nigga. Freddie Gibbs. I love Freddie Gibbs. You a little too old for that look. You know, them jeans was too young on that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, they need a young buck in that bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't wait till I can start like collaborating with brands with some artist shit.
But you already set yourself up for it to be good because you got Counterfeit. And Counterfeit is already fine. Bro, Counterfeit better than most streetwear brands I see. I would buy Counterfeit. And I'm stingy as fuck. I don't like you know what I mean? Like, bro, that shit's cool. For an 18-year-old, you already ready. So it's like, and it's cool that you got a clothing brand that's completely separate in terms of like the naming and all that and the branding from who you are. So that can stand on its own, do all this needs to. So when they time to collab, you don't collab with Chloe Hotline. No, you gonna collab with Counterfeit.
Collab with Counterfeit Industries. Like I drew this shit up last night. Like a Counterfeit Industries Jordan 6. Like I really want like shit like that. Like real.
And keep drawing it, bro, because that's manifestation.
Like my own sneaker, like all that shit.
Bro, it's manifestation, bro. I'm telling you, all the shit that we doing right now, nigga. The life that I get to live right now, bro, is the life that I wanted when I was 17 years old. All I wanted was to be able to just have money to buy the shit that I like to do and do what I wanted to do. Like, it took me a long time, but I got there. But that was after 1 million tweets and 100 KTT threads and me having all these fucking weird rants around my friends and everybody thought I was weird. But it's like, bro, this shit is all manifestation. Your mind is powerful, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So keep drawing them sixes. For real. Because they're going to turn to...
As soon as I was about to say something, Nico, goddamn, 1.5 megabyte Wi-Fi went out per minute.
And
so I can't say what I want to say.
Like,
that shit, that buffer rate is slow.
For my Wi-Fi. Look at me now. Oh.
Like, it's a lot.
No, Nico and Jamal Wi-Fi is definitely trash. They on that 0.
Damn.
Jamal, send me some shirts. I was gonna DM you.
Oh, no, yeah. DM. I only have like a couple left, but yeah. All right, now I'm like working on some
real quick
stuff,
though. And my fault. I'm gonna let y'all talk. I just want to quote, basically, piggyback on what Sachee was talking about. I told Nico this. I'm telling all y'all this because y'all young. I'm young, but y'all young. So y'all got way more time ahead of you than I do with me, even though time is just a concept in the introspective way. What Sachee said is true. You got to manifest whatever you want to do, and y'all doing it right now. All y'all under 25, which is insane to say. So every single one of y'all have a talent, from Nico, Sachee, Chloe, Justin, Jamal. All y'all doing something at a very young age, man. Y'all gonna make it. You just got to keep going. Just perseverance. Don't quit. Like, it sounds corny, but that's really what it is. You just got to keep going. Fuck distractions too. You know what I mean? Fuck distractions. There's gonna be a lot of distractions in your way, whether it be like male, female, whatever, relationships, all that shit. You gotta just understand what's real and what's not, and who there to make sure you win.
Oh God. Because at the end of the day, bro, if you ain't your cheerleader, no one else gonna be a cheerleader. You know what I mean? Like, bro, Kanye, you can learn how to dress from the nigga, you can learn how to talk shit. The real thing you gotta learn from that nigga is how to believe in yourself, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, I'm trying to tell you, nigga, I didn't fucking, bro, what I did, like, this is just the beginning of this shit, bro. What I did, nigga, this was impossible. This was not supposed to happen. A nigga like me that dropped out of college, that's from some no-town place in Virginia, is not supposed to be working where I am right now. But it's just like, bro, after years and years, bro, it took me 8 years to get to this point, bro. And it's like, it's going to be quicker for y'all. Because y'all have resources and shit like that when I was fucking 17 years old, I didn't have that shit, man. Like you 20 mixtapes in, Chloe?
I'm 25. I'm 25 albums, mixtapes, and EPs in.
You 25 in, so it's like, bro, that 27 probably going to be the one that goes nuclear. Keep going. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you so young. That's the craziest thing about it, bro. You so young. You prepared.
And I can't even cap. Like, sometimes I be seeing people my age, like, doing the typical 18-year-old shit. Like, I might get a little bit of FOMO, like, damn, like, am I, like, sacrificing my social life for this? But I'm like, I'll be able to do all that shit, like, when I'm up. Like, I'll be able to chill, party with all, like, whatever. I'll be able to do all that when I'm up.
On God, nigga, because I'm telling you, I did not do nothing in high school. I did not smoke weed. I graduated a virgin. Nigga, I was on KTT all day just tapping into what I was developing who I am as a person. Bitches love me now because I don't have identity issues. These niggas now that are my age got identity issues because in high school they wasn't finding themselves. They was just fucking bullshitting and following everybody else, bro. So it's like, yeah, nigga, if you ain't at the party right now, it's cool, bro, because at the end of the day, in a year, you're going to be what they're playing at the party. And then you can be at the party because the party is for you. You know what I mean? Because everybody fuck with you and you celebrating your new album and shit like that. Like, it's sacrifices, bro. And this is the best time to sacrifice time because, nigga, you won't gonna be doing shit anyway.
Yeah, that is true.
That's the thing. You ain't shit. When I was 18 years old, bro, there was nothing else I would have been doing. Would have been playing video games, jacking off, nigga. Nothing. Like, it was like, bro, you got time for shit to fail. It's cool. It doesn't fucking matter. You're still a kid, man. You're not even fucking 21 yet, dude. Like, this time, 18 to 21, oh, this is the ultimate bullshit time. Ultimate bullshit time. Do whatever you fucking want. Because you have just all the time in the world, man. Like,
but I don't want to do bullshit though. Like, I'm working, like, I'm making.
You know what I mean, though. When I say bullshit, I don't mean like you working on your craft. I'm saying that bullshit means that you don't have to worry about all these you don't have to worry about all that shit. Focus on what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, don't be thinking about, I got to do. No, you got a real good gap of time right now where you're at a place where you're intelligent enough to want to, you know what I mean, pursue the things you know you good at, but you also got the time of somebody that don't got all the damn responsibilities in the earth. So that's what I'm saying with do all your bullshit that you want to do right now. You can test out everything you can do right now because, nigga, what the fuck, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to fall down and get right the fuck back up. You know what I mean? Like, right. So, bro, just any type of idea you got right now, don't wait. Don't. Main URL, I should have bended this shit. You know what I mean? So the fact that you got your shit going right now, you keep doing that, bro. By the time you my age, you ain't even gonna be thinking the same way as me. You're gonna be thinking about PJs and shit like that, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hope. I'm trying to wait to get to that point. So, like,
yeah, sure.
like 10 years from now, I'll be like in a whole nother different stratosphere.
Yeah, dude. That's what we trying, bro. You know, like Woody got the opportunity that I got this year with this job when he was 28 years old. You know what I mean? I'm 22. I was 22 when I got the job. 23, basically, like on that area. Like, when y'all get the success that we got, bro, it's gonna be way earlier. If you see what I'm saying, like, I basically got to where he did 5 years earlier because he was able to teach me the things that he never got taught him. You know what I mean? So, like, he never got taught. So it's like, bro, I'm 23 years old and I'm giving y'all as many keys as I possibly can. By the time you get to my age, you're gonna be past me, bro. It's like, it's just that's the beauty of this shit. That's what happened with all these white folks. The white folks, they was doing this shit for years, but it's like now niggas is able to get into positions and learn knowledge and spread that to the next generation so we can start making these empires, bro. And these black dynasties.
I wonder, I know I've heard Sachee talk about it before, but I like to factor in shit like TikTok to help a lot with content creating in any form, like comedy, art, music, your own dancing and shit like that. You know, I've seen people put clips of their 2K streams, and that shit go crazy on TikTok. You know,
Oh God.
shit, you get paid off of you shooting threes all day. You feel me? Like it's different. It's different like that. You know.
And TikTok is so different because it's one of those apps where it's like you can become famous randomly. Like you can literally upload something, like and put a hashtag or some shit, not have no followers, and the next day you got 1 million likes. Like it's a very interesting app. You know, like Eric has finally gotten onto TikTok, and the first videos he put up blew the fuck up. They all blew up, and like even when
so much.
When he came to tell me, I didn't even tell him I told you so. I don't have no pleasure in doing that shit. I'm just happy that the nigga finally did it. Because it's like the content that we make naturally translates to these apps so well. You know what I mean? Like, Chloe, you better get acclimated on TikTok.
Oh, best believe this. I got a song. I got a summer smash I'm about to drop. Oh yeah.
I'm talking about, bro. Like, you need to start posting funny shit. The memes you be posting on Twitter and all that shit, you got to get people in love with Chloe Hotline. You are such a likable person. You just got to start posting yourself other places so people can just start being into you. The reason why Moa Lola works so much is because people like Moa Lola. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chloe Hotline, the music's already fired. Now you just got to sell the world on yourself. And after that, bro, it's over. Done. It's Chloe Hotline cereal. Chloe's.
That would be fire though.
Everybody, we all want a cereal. We grew up on Tyler the Creator.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Justin, you got anything that you wanted to ask them, or you got anything that you wanted to say? You said you had some things to say the other day when we asked if you wanted to be on the pod.
Not really.
It could be music, games, any of that shit.
Not really. I'm just like so bored like every day. Isn't that ever happening?
I'm
so banned on my
shit. Yeah, he got banned from he got banned from PlayStation Network or some shit.
I'm just focusing on school mostly.
That's good.
Okay, so that
what you do, young fella?
My grades are good. I got 88 this quarter.
Hey, dude, all you got to do is just do good enough to get like a 3.5 or some shit, and you'll be really set. You can kind of do whatever you need to do for real. Like,
yeah,
I didn't go to college. Like, I did like 2 years of college, but it's like, bro, I'll let you know, like the road that I went is much easier to travel with that piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
For real. So it's like whatever you really want to do, bro. College, but yeah, bro, knock that shit the fuck out, for real. Because the quicker you get to college, the quicker you can not be in college. You know what I mean? Like that shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sachee, you got any future projects?
Yeah, this Friday, this Friday, May 14th, we're throwing a party in New York, in Brooklyn.
What do you do?
Live in the IRL, presented by Made Me URL. But yeah, we're gonna throw a party. It's more like friends and family type of situation, but we're gonna be sending out the invites to people. So if you're interested, hit up at Made Me URL on Twitter or Instagram.
Wait, did you watch the tournament yesterday?
What?
The tournament yesterday?
The tournament?
URL?
He's talking about rap battle.
Yeah. Made Me URL and Smack URL are two different entities, but they do respect. I do respect Smack URL. Shout out to Smack one time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole Dot Mob.
Yeah, he be watching the battles too.
Yeah, shout out to Smack, but yeah, we going to party, bro. So your URL and pop out in Brooklyn on Friday the 14th. Other than that, bro, I got clothes on my website. You go on sugarNYC.net. You can go on madeurl.com, buy shit. Just get to know me. Hit me up on Instagram on URL Sachee.
Put your Instagram in the chat and I'll follow you. And you can follow me back before you get famous.
Well, I'm gonna follow you back. You gotta go item collection. You gotta go item collection, man.
He got his IG be like on that like he be trying to do that model shit. You know them poses, Sachee. You know them poses, Sachee.
I know them poses.
Or like the blurry filters and shit on it. You feel me?
Like the little.
I just have one picture up. I just have one.
Well, he'd be like this on it. He'd be like,
nah.
He said, "Shit." Oh shit! But yeah, yeah. Twitter is made in URL, and Instagram is URL Sachee SACHEE. I'm probably gonna change that soon. Sachi's my old name. That was a broke, dirty me. I'm Chris Chance now.
Wait, is it made in URL in the URL?
Made in the URL, kind of like made in the USA. But yeah, made in the URL. So that's all that shit. If y'all want to check out that, if you want to be a URLian, follow the page. Join the Discord. That shit's on the website somewhere. If you can't find the link, just DM me on Twitter. I'll give you it or Instagram.
I got you.
But hell yeah, y'all! Thank you so much for having me on, for real.
Yeah,
this is fire.
Episode 39, y'all. We had Sachee and Lil Bro on. As usual, it's your boy at Nico, still Apex. Follow me everywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'm doing a $50 giveaway on my YouTube, and I'm doing a $50 giveaway on my Twitch. Once I hit 250 followers. And yeah, shout out to Banks. I don't know if he's on. He wants to outro his shit.
You already know what the fuck the business is. Nah, his Wi-Fi. I'm telling you, he really on the AOL 9.0. As usual, you already know, man. I hate shouting my shit out.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah, y'all get y'all plug in, man, because everybody, for the most part, I think they know where to follow me at. Y'all see what I'm working on. I don't like plugging my shit. It's about y'all. So go ahead, young fella, get your plug in.
Y'all can hear me?
631 _ Justin on Insta. I don't really use Twitter, so
you got to put it in the chat. So
what's your IG?
Can put it up on the board.
Use your IG.
Yeah, let me put. I'm putting it there.
Yeah, put your IG up there and shit. You know what I mean?
What was it?
What you be saying? Gang.
631. Is that your IG too?
Yeah, that's my IG. I don't use Twitter. My profile is Curious Georgia Waves.
Yo, my shit was bugging before. Y'all can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. If y'all haven't outroed already, y'all can outro yourself so we can clip it. My fault, I got kicked.
Yeah, it's Chloe Hotline. Follow me everywhere at Chloe Hotline, including on TikTok. Counterfeit Industries drop before the end of the month. I got a new single, Fantasies, coming out June 4th. It's a smash. It's one of my favorite songs that I've made. Make sure y'all go get the NSTYNCT album that's out right now. Right now we on what? We almost at 10K streams just off word of mouth. So keep sharing that shit. So,
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's fire. Sachee got the outro himself.
Yeah.
Jamal, you good?
Follow me at Jamal G-Bucks.
Get
Instagram, all that.
Buy that shit. We got that shit. This came out. Oh wait, look at Chloe.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, this shit's so cool to me, Chloe.
Yeah, that's shout out to Sachee. Big shout out to Sachee, bro.
I'm here, bro.
To get him on the pod for a little bit. Episode 39, Struggle for Success podcast. We out.
From Clubhouse to the podcast.
Peace.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, that was lit.